Greetings, everybody. Crit Cats is back with our Tomb of Continuation. And the party had just finished our dungeon crawl through the Chateau d'Eclipse, which was rent asunder and began to crumble as we were teleported out of it. And so we find ourselves now back in the lost city of Omu.
Well, that was quite a jaunt, I would say. The
Mm-hmm.
that tree thing was very weird.
Right.
It
But
was. They were very energetic with their vocabulary and their sick beats, I believe it is called.
well, I do have to say, Doctor and Sylvian, your knack for rhyming onto a on tempo is very formidable.
I'm not gonna
Eh,
lie, I grew up on those guys. So, I'm kind of standing on the shoulders of giants, or treants as it were.
Ah, very good.
I too liked Adidas when I was a child.
Shit, I'm wearing my chucks right now.
Oh,
In any
fantastic.
case, that was a pretty harrowing experience, and we probably want to catch all of our friends up on what happened here, so maybe we should rest a little.
This is true. I am, how you say, quite tired.
Okay.
Alright, well, this looks like a pretty safe location, especially since we've chased all the Yuan Ti out. Let's just build a campfire and call it a day, shall we?
Sounds like
Sounds
a plan.
good.
C'est bon?
Alright, everybody mark a long rest.
Bing bong. Oh, that's such a nice number for hit points. Oh, Lombot. He grows up so fast.
Ah, yes. The barbarians. They grow so quickly.
We very much do. We're force-fed Wheaties, actually.
Cage-free Goldsteins. In any case, during our long rest, as we're stirring in the morning to have our breakfast, Bag of Nails has a request that he brings to our attention.
Hello, adventurers. Thank you for having me along with you this entire time. I am sorry that I have not been able to help you as much as I would have liked to, but I humbly come before you with one request. You see, now that we have the navel of the moon, I would like to I would like to ask it if maybe we could locate my son, as he has been lost for a long time, if you do not recall. And I do know that he must be nearby. I just do not know where to look.
We were unable to use it down in the Tomb of the Nine Gods, but we're out of it now. I think, Casimir, you've got it, right?
Indeed, I do. Here, would you like to hold it? Try fiddle
Yes.
around with it.
Please, thank you very much. I promise I will give it back to you.
Very well.
Hello, Mr. Navel of the Moon. Or Mrs. Navel of the Moon. Uh, where is my son?
At that point, not that we're able to see it, but Bag of Nails has a clear vision of his son's location, who is in a mine to the west. He is able to pinpoint that location on the map that we were given by Sindra Sylvain. The entrance to the mine is here.
Well, I must say it immediately told me. And it seems to be in the dwarven mine, almost directly to the west.
Unfortunately, Bag of Nails also sees that his son has been captured, and in this mine he is surrounded by fire newts.
Fire lizards, the worst kind of fire lizards, are surrounding my son. Please,
There is a
help me.
good kind?
Of course, the dead kind.
Ah, yes. Well
But
played, my friend.
these are the alive kind, and they are around my son. Please, help me save my son, and I will be forever indebted to you.
Well, I am new to the party, but I am fully behind this endeavor if it comes to a vote. Please, let us help this man, this bag of nails.
We did promise, didn't we?
You did, and I appreciate you holding up your end of the agreement. I will continue to do everything I can to help you on this journey.
Casimir, Lombard, what do you think?
If we already made a promise, then I suppose there's not much to be said.
Gladdick?
I'm down for it.
If Lombard gives the heads up, then it's unanimous. I think Will froze.
He is creating tension with technical difficulties.
But you know, I hear no objections. So,
Bag of nails is hanging just like Lombard?
What, do you think
My
that we
son!
would go back on our word? Maybe.
But my son, Lombard, please!
I'm pretty sure he's trying to indicate in the affirmative.
I think he is.
Yeah,
Silence will
unfortunately,
be
I think he's
considered
probably going to have to
consent.
restart Discord, it looks like.
Yeah.
So bear with us,
Yep.
everybody.
Super sorry about that. Jesus Christ.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, so it's
Never a
just
stream without it.
There we go, right as rain.
Yeah, no, my like all of Windows, like my computer didn't even turn off. Windows just shit itself. We're good now, it seems.
God damn it, Windows.
Yeah, that was super fun. Super good time. Thank you
Thanks
so
a
much.
lot.
Couldn't do it after stream.
So last thing I heard was you were asking what Lombard had thought about it as well as
Indeed.
somebody else. I have absolutely no problem with it. A bag of nails has been somewhat helpful, and he didn't kill us when we were crossing that log back when we first got here, so that has to count for something, right?
Then it is unanimous. Well,
Très
we've had
bien.
a good night's sleep. Everyone's
I
got a
have.
full belly.
The bacon was delicious.
So, westward ho then.
What? Are we gardening? Sorry.
It certainly beats the alternative, doesn't it?
I mean, it depends on who you're asking and what time of day it is.
I mean, if you like to sow seeds, it is fine either way.
Touche.
Are we speaking in a manner of speaking, as you say, or are we being literal with
I don't
the
think
seeds and the farming?
I don't think there's any man is happening here right now, Sylvian, if you ask me.
Very well. The crudité of your crew is admirable.
All right, so our good friends Kawasha and Kapalue and our Triceratops George are still hanging around outside of Omu, where they've been for the last 3 days. But George can't carry all of us. We can make better time if just a few of us press on ahead. But that means that we're either going to have to set a meeting place, or we're going to have to come back to Omu once this business is settled.
Is there just the one map?
I mean, we could probably take a few hours and try to draw another one, but what good does that do us?
Not a lot, yeah. I suppose we could just set an expedition party. Let us say, the ones of us that went into the Tomb of Annihilation, initially.
That means Claddick and Sylvian are out.
Except for Clevik and Sylvian. They have proven themselves in the in that place that we were transported to.
Yeah. Let's take the party that was in the Chateau d'Eclipse. And of course, Bag of Nails. He's going to want to see his son.
Of course, I refuse to not go without you.
Or go, not go. What? Not go with you is
Me.
what I meant to say. Sorry.
Oui, je comprends. It's clear.
It has been a very long time since I have seen my son. I am having a lot of feelings, and to know that he is alive is assuring, but it makes me
Well,
want
we
to go
waste
faster.
time. So, if we had the rest of the party meet us someplace else, is there somewhere we would go from? Where exactly are we going? I am not familiar with this
So
area.
we are here in the lost city of Omu.
Ah,
And
yes.
where we're headed, according to Bag of Nails, is out here in the west, on the opposite side of
Oui.
the Valley of Lost Honor.
Ah, yes. Then perhaps we have them meet us at is Ataz Iklazi. Is that a suitable village, or is it full of death and destruction?
I don't believe it's a village. Ataz, I believe, means gorge in Chilton.
Mm. That would be a. If they met us, if we complete our business inside the mountain and then meet them there, that would perhaps we would have a better idea of where to go next.
Tazi Kulwazi means gorge of blades.
Ooh.
So it's
That's
probably, judging
early
by the
investment.
fact that there's a large volcano out there in the west, it's probably like a basalt gorge with a bunch of really sharp obsidian quote-unquote blades scattered about it. That also means it's probably a pretty defensible location if the rest of our group wants to hang out there.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
That is not the worst idea I've ever heard, no.
We could go
Sounds
there
like a good
first,
plan to me.
Quick
and then
question: Do we
make that a
still
base of operations, and then continue to the mountain.
do we still have a dinosaur waiting out at the 7-Eleven for us?
Yeah, Kawasha and Kapalue were hanging out with George for the last 3 days while we're down in the Tomb of Annihilation.
They could
You
just
have
show
a
it was
pet
some Slurpees.
dinosaur.
Oh, it's not a pet. It was our taxi, actually.
I
He's
see.
sort of like a pet.
Yeah, he's
What's the
very,
difference?
He's just very large.
Yeah.
Like a Fred Flintstone sort of creature.
It's a living.
Goodness. Alright, so that means it's back to the jungle. Everyone still has their rain catchers. Actually, no. Anybody who went into that room with the... what do you call it? That destroyed all of our non-magical gear doesn't have their rain catchers anymore.
I never did.
Never had one.
So water may be sort of bad business. There is a
Love-
waterfall here in Omu, so we've got water here.
Yeah, it may be
there
best
is
to
a-
just make sure we fill up kind of what we can. Lombard still has his rain catcher as well, because remember Lombard didn't end up going into that room.
We had that extra, the oversized rain catcher as well that was on George.
And then Weirin also didn't make it into there. So I guess technically she's, still in. So she'd be around. She'd have her rain catcher as well. Or her
That's
rain
true.
catcher would be with us, I guess.
Yeah, we could take that and then we could probably share water. That should probably be enough. As long as we don't have a lot of drought-filled days, we should be okay.
Fingers crossed.
Alright. Then back into the jungle we go.
Does anyone know the spell Goodberry?
I know the one good
Nope.
burger where you can have it in your way, just don't make it too difficult.
I know some of these words.
Why is this not playing? That's very strange. Alright, we're just going to go back to this then. Alright, we set out on our first day then. On the back of George the Triceratops. I need somebody to roll me a d20 for weather, please.
I got it. Oh, nope, Casimir's got it.
It's good, it's nice and rainy, so no issues there.
Fantastic.
All right. Let's see. How many more rolls is this going to take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Yeah, let's spread it around a little bit. Let's have everybody roll at least one of these.
Yeah, we'll just kind of go down the line. Why not?
We have one
Let's
droughty
see.
day, but then the water gets refilled almost immediately.
Let's see. 16.
I think...
I don't know why I did that.
I'm a little hazy on the rumors here, but I think that means we got bogged down with a deluge for one day. Not that it really matters, we're not really on the clock anymore. Okay, I think we need 3 more rolls.
All right. 16, a 15,
I think we got bogged down again.
and then Casimir, if you want to roll one more time.
All right.
And you are concerned about running out of water.
It does happen.
More.
It almost happened one time.
So we've trudged now through this Valley of Lost Honor, which looks like it used to be similar to the jungle around it at one point, but it was overrun by a lava flow at some time long past.
It lost its honor.
However, as we draw nearer to the mountains, we are accosted. By several albino dwarves.
Ooh.
Interesting that they don't have a tay in it. It's very sunny here. Well, except for when it's raining, which is all the
Well,
time.
They came out from underneath a bunch of rocks. It definitely
Guess
looks
that's
like they prefer to live inside the mountain. However,
What?
as we draw near to the entrance of the mine, they stop us. From out of nowhere, we are surrounded.
Hello. It's very nice to meet you. I'm Lombard Goldstein. My mother calls me Lombard. You're welcome to do so as well.
Does anyone speak Dwarvish?
Oh, do I know? I do not.
Then it'll take about 10 minutes, but the doctor is going to cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual.
Okay.
At which point, the doctor can understand their speech, and he speaks back to them in Chultan, which they understand somewhat. And the combination of that and hand gestures and facial expression and all that, we're able to get our messages across to each other, even though it takes a little longer. Apparently, their ancestral home, this mine they call Hrakhmar, this place that Bag of Nails' son is currently being held, has been overrun by fire newts. That is something that we, of course, already knew, but we're not telling them that. They tell us, however, that if we can oust them from their ancestral home, they will give each one of us 21-pound ingots of adamantine from their forge.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That sounds like a deal to me.
At which point, the doctor says, you know, we could make some really strong armor out of that shit.
If we could even work it.
I'm sure somebody on this planet has to know how to work that. I bet these dwarves do.
I bet we could do something more for them and maybe get them to turn those ingots into something else for us.
I like the way you work it. No diggity.
Oh gosh.
Back it up. In any case, they also tell us that this mine is connected to another, in which lives a dragon.
A
And at
dragon?
that point, Casimir, Lombard, and the doctor all recall seeing a dragon fly over Mbala when we climbed up its slopes.
Yeah, we did. Oh man.
Was he a big dragon?
I mean, it wasn't a small dragon.
It takes some time to communicate the details, but we understand that this dragon, the one that we saw, was a young dragon. Not a whelp or a wormling, not a tiny one, but also not an adult. However, the dwarves also warn us that there has been a series of unexplained, very strange happenings all over the peninsula since about 2 days ago. Which, of course, is when we slew Asarak. Or at least his physical form.
True.
As a result of there being a power vacuum, the ancient evil, the prince of elemental power that the fire newts have worshipped, has tried to increase his presence here on the continent of Chult. And so something that's strange is happening with the fire newts.
Hmm.
So if we're going to go in there, we should be careful.
Well, I mean, careful is my third middle name.
You have a superfluity of names, then.
Yes, my mother couldn't decide, so she just chose all of them.
All right.
I do not know
As we're
about you guys,
standing
but
there- Go ahead.
I'm not really up to fight a dragon if possible. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I mean, I'm not really too worried about the fire aspect of it, but still, yes, if we do decide to venture into this place and help these dwarves, we should be very careful.
It's just a young dragon. I'm sure we'd clean its clock.
And
You
I'm
know
always
what
down
we
to
did
fight
down
the
there in
dragon.
the Tomb of Annihilation. We destroyed Asarak. Some
And
young
we-
dragon is not going to be a challenge.
Whatever you do not say, hold my beer as we attack this dragon.
And we aborted a death god. I mean, that's gotta be something as well. For
Destroyed the
goodness sake.
soulmonger, lifted the death curse. I'm not really
And
so
I
worried
mean-
about a little baby dragon.
Where there's a dragon, there's a lot of money, and that's an accounting opportunity for Goldstein.
And also
I just
another
need more money
opportunity
for
us
us.
to get even more rich. Which, I don't know, we may need in the future. Who knows?
That's if we
mean,
fight
we
the
have a
dragon.
man who makes money. I don't feel like we're too pressed for that.
More the merrier.
But all I'm saying is we should be careful, if possible, because, you know, a dragon is still a
Absolutely.
dragon.
Even a little
Oh,
baby
yeah.
dragon, we should be as cautious as possible. And as we're
Actually-
all standing here outside the entrance to this mine, I need everyone to roll me a survival check.
Oh, yay! I'm actually proficiency in it. Yay!
Oh, God.
That's
I rolled a
right.
15.
I rolled 2.
Am I not on the map? Did you see my roll?
You can just
Uh,
roll it. It shouldn't. You shouldn't need to click on your
Oh,
token.
it might be because of the name thing again, though.
Good, because I rolled a 1.
I mean, I can see it in D&D Beyond.
I know. I didn't do much better, but, well, I did 300% better.
200%
Fantastic.
better.
Yes.
That.
I was told there would be no math.
In any case, Claddock and the Doctor, excuse me, both notice that there are scorch marks in the road, indicative of fire newts or perhaps other flame creatures.
There seems to be some scorch marks of some sort.
Yes, there certainly do, don't there?
I don't know if that's from the newts or from dragon.
I suppose it does not matter. Either way, we're going to be fighting one of them. Hopefully only one.
And if we're lucky, we can fight both.
Can you perchance see where these tracks lead, or where the fire has come from?
They do not indicate well.
Here, I'm gonna click and see if this rolls, just to make sure I've got it working.
That
Yep,
rolls.
good.
Yep.
All right. It's still not great.
Okay, we're getting the low rolls out the way early.
That's right. I am more of an indoor Sorlock, as they say, when I start buffing my nails.
In any case, the entrance is a 10-foot-tall arched doorway beneath a massive relief carving of a crossed hammer and tongs, obviously dwarven-made. 2 iron doors were fitted to the entrance, but one lies on the ground completely rusted off its hinges, and the other sags so badly it appears as if it could collapse at any moment. Several buildings once stood outside the forge, but they've been reduced to their foundations. Bag of Nails presses on ahead of all of us because he is anxious to find his son.
Come, hurry. My son is somewhere in here. We must save him.
We shall.
Well,
Just don't go too far ahead of us.
Yes, if you hurry too quickly, you might just, trigger a trap and die. And then that
Or
will
alert something that we don't want to be alerted of our presence yet.
I suppose that
It would be better if we were to, use our abilities, you and I.
You are right. I must say, my excitement is giving me a little bit more tunnel vision than I am used to.
It is palpable. In any case, as we enter, we can very clearly see that there are cart tracks. That this is a well-constructed mine. At one time, they were definitely mining something here, probably all of that adamantium.
Alright, well, a split in the road.
Go left or do we go up?
Well, I mean, Bag of Nails, if you take the left, I can take the right, and we can quickly scout out this area.
Do we get a sense of which either of those paths is headed downwards versus upwards?
Or do we hear anything down the way?
Yes, sort of. 1 second
Okay.
for Polygon reveal. This one's kind of oblong and...
Oh yeah, no, I completely understand. Trust me.
Off to the right, there's a smoke-filled cavern. Directly ahead, where the cart track leads, we can see that there's a lot of light and heat coming from what can only be a lake of magma. Or, sorry, a river of magma. And then off in this direction, it's quieter and colder.
Hey. Well, as somebody who is a fan of air conditioning, perhaps we just kind of see what's maybe to the left first.
I mean, sure.
I assume that's lava and not nacho cheese.
If only.
Boiling hot magma.
Well, if you try to take it and somebody tells you it's not yours, you know it's nacho cheese.
Make sure you tip your waitstaff. We'll be here all week, folks. Now I have to come up with a really dumb joke to outdo that.
I'm trying to think of a way to put my into magma.
Did you drag your pet?
Magma.
Did you drag your pet Sphere of Annihilation all the way through the Valley of Lost Honor?
Of course, that's
Around.
where do you think all the trees went?
Yeah, it's just we've created a giant lava tube.
Yeah, we
can
don't
drain
have. we just make a path now.
We just
It-
make our own.
We're like
Push-
elephants, only with a sphere of annihilation.
push it forward into the lava, and it'll just drain all that lava straight out into the valley.
Well, that sounds like a great idea.
Then the fire newts won't have their natural habitat.
And neither will anything else.
Who needs an ecosystem?
Yeah, let's destroy all of Chult. That sounds like a good idea.
It's their fault
This
for
is just
settling
Wednesday
their-
for us, everybody at home.
Oh, Chasm, I am sorry. I was being serious. The death and destruction does not bother me, but I see. You are not. You want to preserve life. My bad.
We're
I
pretending
will.
at least to be environmentalists.
Très bien.
Well, if they're all dead, I can't do the taxes, so we gotta keep some of them alive.
Nah, well, maybe Zahia could. She might have tax problems with the complicated life she leads.
That
All
Goldstein
right.
and Goldstein can't handle.
Casimir, from your location here, you can clearly see off to the right this smoke-filled area. The size and shape of it beyond what you can see are impossible to determine. Clouds of rolling smoke sting your eyes and drifting embers burn your throat as you breathe. You can, however, barely make out what looks like a lantern way far back in the smoke. Dead ahead, of course, you can see the tracks going over the lake of lava, or the river of lava.
From where I stand, do these look sturdy?
Very. They are metal made, with reinforcements out of stone.
Okay. So I guess I might wait for everyone to kind of explore around this way, and then if there's nothing there, I'll wet a cloth and put that over my mouth. And so you said there's a lantern that I can kind of make out in here, right?
Looks like there's a lantern in the back, yes.
Okay. I don't know if I could do much for the eyes. Yeah, I'll leave that for now, but I'll bring it up. Hey guys, there seems to be a lantern in the smoke over there. Seems peculiar.
That
Maybe
does.
trapped?
Do you see
It
where the
seems
smoke is coming
strange.
from?
It is not going to be an easy journey to head that way, though, with all this smoke.
Did you see where the smoke was coming from?
I could not. It was hard to determine anything in there.
Interesting. That is very thick smoke, I see. Well, I don't see, but I see. I understand. Okay. That's the word.
I mean, I don't know how we could get rid of this smoke, as there is no fire to put out. But if we wanted to go that way, it will not be easy.
Well, I mean,
Unless...
a sphere of annihilation could suck it all up.
I suppose that is true, but if there is a smoke source, let us say some kind of ventilation that is pushing it all out, it will not do good. Any good.
Yeah.
That is true. But in the
Judging
same
by the
way,
fact that there are embers in the smoke, something is generating this smoke screen.
right? Okay.
So putting a sphere of annihilation there is just going to annihilate the bit of smoke where it's currently hovering.
Did you hear any other noises, Casimir? Was there could you tell if if there was anything else back there?
I have not heard anything. I mean, I can take a little bit of a wander. It will not be a fun time, but I can do it. Close my eyes. Does
I
anyone
could,
have a piece of cloth that I can wet?
Well, just
I could-
don't do anything that could hurt you. We don't want that. We don't want a blinded Casimir. That would be bad.
I think I should be okay. But if anyone can go into a place like that, it is most likely me.
Do you think maybe if I swung my golden stein around a little bit, I could maybe blow some of the smoke out of the way temporarily?
I mean, we would have better luck if we were to, let's say, use the sphere of annihilation to put a hole in the wall out to the surface. So there is some, I don't know.
A makeshift chimney, if you would.
You could say that, yes.
A severely unexpected makeshift chimney. I'm sure the dwarves would love it, actually. It'd be a great touch.
Well,
If anyone
I mean,
has
they
the
will-
spell gust, we can just, or some kind of wind spell we can use. We can
I have
blow it
a
out.
How far down the hallway is this lantern?
60, 70 feet maybe?
I can only mage hand 30 feet. I could dimension door.
I don't think it
That'll
would
go
be wise.
500 feet.
Yes, but it's probably better I go first just to see that it's not hot over there or lava. It would not be good for you, just in case. Let us not injure ourselves so easily.
That
I
is
will
fair.
try it. Or doctor, would you be inclined to make a hole in the roof to maybe siphon off some of the smoke?
I can try, but I'm not so hopeful that it's going to work. That smoke looks like it's probably heavier than air.
I see. Well, I will try to hold my breath, but just in case I gasp in surprise of whatever is in that smoke, I will, I will cover my face with this. And I'll, wet some cloth and tie it around my face. Yeah, I guess I'll hold my breath and hope for the best. Staying low, trying not to get in, like, the hotter part of the smoke. Start moving
Alright.
forward.
If you move more than 10 feet in a round, you're gonna bang your head on something, so you gotta basically crawl. Even with Devil's Sight, you're not able to see through the thick smoke, partially because it's dotted with embers and such. It's very difficult. It's also very difficult to keep your breath held due to the acrid nature of the smoke.
So I guess the thing that I put around my face didn't help.
It's helping, but it's not easy.
Okay. So it's like a shorter limit on. Let's see.
You spent 2 rounds now in the smoke. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw because you have that thing over your nose and mouth. You can make it with advantage.
Thank goodness we did.
Yeah, this stuff hurts though. It does not feel good.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back.
Yeah, that's probably wise. You're gonna need to make 1 more saving throw on your way out.
Ah. Is this with advantage as well?
Yeah, with advantage. It's okay, you passed on the first roll anyway.
You know what, guys? I would not recommend going in there. It is not a fun time.
Perhaps in that case, maybe we check out
We
what's
only
going
have
on
one
over
option.
here. We have 2 options.
Well, yeah, but
Up and left.
Maybe even 3.
Yeah, well,
But
whatever we're gonna do, maybe we should stay out of that smoke at least for now.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Could you
Uh,
go
and
on
There's
the
a
ceiling?
lantern in there, and whatever was holding that lantern is probably long dead. I'd say fuck that lantern. We've got enough loot.
Well, could you go across the ceiling and be above the smoke since it's heavier than air?
No, it's unfortunately floor to ceiling in this irregularly shaped natural cavern.
Got it.
Maybe Bag of Nails or Casimir would like to head over this way, perhaps?
well, I
Just
don't
kind of
see
see
why not.
before we just to see what's back here, because if we go up and then there's something behind us, that would be unfortunate.
Think Lombard meant this way?
I meant left.
Ah.
Hold on. Okay, I did have it selected. Bag of Nails, because
stealthy
he's getting
boy.
old and senile, farts when he tries to go stealthy.
I'm sorry.
What
I'm
an-
sorry. Sorry.
What an unfortunate detail.
You're telling me.
In a cavern full of fire.
I shouldn't have had those beans on toast this morning.
You millennials and your avocado toast.
I am not
Why-
a millennial, I am a kid.
That's why you're not buying houses, because of your avocado toast.
That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
You would just stop with the fucking toast. You'd
Those
have babies and buy houses.
Damn avocados, man.
I should point out also that I'm kidding.
Yes.
but I-
oh yeah. For the audience.
Everyone-
it is.
Look at that white
Really
guy
joke.
yelling about millennials.
Yeah, everybody, that's a joke. Because
Yeah,
that's
not
not,
a-
really
not a good-
what's going on in our economy right now.
Yeah, it's definitely the housing market that's keeping us from being able to afford the avocados. I'm telling you that right
And the
now.
job market and all kinds of other shit.
There's other things causing it.
And the avocado cartels are nothing to mess with. I'm not kidding.
I just
Yeah, they're
crashed
like the
again.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Don't know if you can hear me, but I've crashed again. I'll be back.
We heard you.
We heard you.
Oh.
So what am I exactly seeing here? I can see some kind of weird bridge thing, and guessing this takes stuff out of lava.
It's a ski lift.
It's totally a
Ski
ski
lift to
lift.
death.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It
Um,
didn't kick me out this time.
It looks like there's a series of buckets. They're, what do you call them? There's those big metal smelting buckets.
Oh,
Right.
I
Crucible?
forgot what the word is. For
Crucibles.
them, to be honest with you. Yeah, crucibles. Yep.
Those things. And they're all on like a pulley system attached to a cable.
Okay.
Is it looking kind of strong?
Everything looks very sturdy.
Could probably walk across that, but for now, never mind. And so this just looks like cavern full of lava, not really seeing much of anything, let's say. No pathways over here, nowhere to really go.
Yeah, nothing jumps out and grabs you in either the literal or the metaphorical sense.
Bag of nose, wait for us.
Wait, Glennick. He is sneaking, or at
Yeah,
least trying.
he's scouting for us, bud.
Ah,
We're trying to.
You know, there was not much behind me. So some crucibles and some, I don't know, a lot of stonework, masonry. So never mind that. I would say that way is mostly a dead end. But I will go after Bag of Nails just to make sure he's okay.
All right,
He
we'll
turns
wait
around and
here.
says, I can hear you.
I wasn't trying to be quiet, but usually
I'm fine. Just very
Let us go.
guessy.
are these like tunnels just places where the dwarves have been mining?
Yes, it looks like they've been mined out. Like, there's some dust that looks like it might have been adamantine that looks like it's left over from a vein that was axed out.
Huh. I might take just like a little bit of this adamantium kind of like dust and just put it in my pocket and just keep on going.
There's not a lot of it.
Not a lot of it. Okay.
It's not a big pocket.
Well, and I guess it works out.
I'm wearing girl jeans today, and I got really tiny pockets.
girl jeans.
Now you're talking about an actual cabal that exists.
Yeah. That is a true conspiracy right there.
You ever notice that girls' garments cost way more if they use way less fabric?
Yes.
True.
It's because of Big Purse.
They have to be more strategic about where they put the fabric than they do with guys.
Or at least that's what they would have us believe.
Alright. I'll go take like a little more of the adamantium dust if there is some here as well. Otherwise,
There's a little bit.
I'll just...
It's not
I'll
enough to
just
be
start a collection.
substantial. It's just tiny little amounts.
Okay. So, this is what linked up with what I saw before.
It
Guess
is.
I get a
From
little-
there you can see sort of further down this hallway.
Uh-huh. So is this contraption here used for dunking the crucibles in?
It's kind of what it looks like, but you're not an expert miner or smelter, so...
Right. I mean, if there was a crucible on the end of this, I guess it would be, like, kind of obvious.
I mean, it looks like there is from how it's drawn, but I'm not 110% certain.
It looks like it either might be something that controls the switch track itself, or it might be like a crane.
I was thinking, like, okay, if you have adamantium, if you're gonna, like, try heat that up and make it workable, you probably do need to dip it in a volcano or something.
I'll dip you in a volcano. I'm sorry. Never mind. Don't worry about me. it's force of habit. I'm sorry.
Sassy Will is funny.
Listen.
He's Will Sassy, like Will Sasso.
Very good. I like that one. I hadn't. That was actually one that I haven't actually heard. So kudos to you, because I thought I'd heard them all.
Yeah, well, imagine how many times I've heard the Life cereal commercial with a name like Mikey.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a fair shot.
Smooth sailing.
And the truth is, I actually did like Life cereal. I mean, it was pretty good, but
Cinnamon Life goes hard. You can't argue otherwise.
It wasn't anything that I wanted to be part of my identity, though.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I'm just like, all right, 120 feet of dark vision. I was like, well, I suppose that's a lot.
Dark is the problem.
It's just vision, which is just
Lava Vision. Brought to
You
you
know what? I'm
by.
gonna say you can probably see all the way to the end of the track here.
Welcome to Muppet Vision 3.
I mean, unless it goes like up and down or anything. Yeah.
It doesn't. It's pretty straight.
Okay.
And then we just have a couple other little cavern-y things here.
As you
Little
pass
alcoves,
that
okay.
one, you can see... Actually, when you get up there, you can see the other one as well. This one's much easier to get all in plain view. There are a couple of very unlucky albino dwarves who are gagged, bound, and blindfolded.
Ooh. And so this one looks as if it opens up a bit more. I might creep over a little closer. Okay, it's just closed. Huh. Does it look like they're trapped at all? Is there anything hanging from the roof or anything around them that seems suspicious?
You can roll for it, but you're not going to find anything. These definitely...
Okay.
These look like... sort of like holding cells. They're just kind of natural caverns that were sort of mined out. But there's nothing in them. There's no evidence that there were any veins here recently. There's no adamantine dust on the floor. There's no cell door to keep these dwarves in these chambers. They're just bound, gagged, and blindfolded.
Huh, and I guess their feet tied together, right?
Yeah, they're kind of like... Not hog-tied, that's where all four of your limbs are in front. They're circle-tied, where all four of their limbs are behind them.
Okay. So I guess... are their ears covered or just their eyes?
Their eyes are covered, and they've got stuff stuck in their mouth. And as you get close to this one, it hears you approaching, and it starts to...
I know you cannot understand what I am saying, but calm. Wait, shh. It's okay. Okay, if you keep talking, I'm going to leave. Now, I'm going to let you go. You don't run. You're not actually... I'll come back for you. This is going to be too much effort. And I'm just going to go back to the group. And yeah, after I get back... Doctor, can you still understand albino dwarves?
I can if I use magic.
There are two that are, well, tied up and gagged. I was going to release them, but I thought, well, what are they going to do if they see me? They might run, they might scream, they might do all sorts. So that's, yes. So far, I have not seen.
I can try and talk to them in Shulton. That seemed to work somewhat for the dwarves outside.
Right. Well, it got us this far in some kind of agreement. So yes. So far, everything looks safe up ahead. No need to worry. But yes, two gagged albino dwarves. Already tied up with a bow. Shall we go?
Maybe we should just move all over there together as a group.
Sure.
Great.
Sounds like a plan.
Just in case. Because we don't know what tied them up, and if he comes back, we should maybe be ready.
At least it will not have been a dragon, though.
I wonder if it was the same thing that has my son.
At that point, the doctor takes 10 minutes to cast Comprehend Languages and
The whole
begins
time.
to...
The albino dwarf is just like,
For 10 minutes.
He
The room is full of
sarcastically
it.
checks his watch.
At which point, the doctor begins to try to communicate with this albino dwarf, and this one starts to calm down once he starts speaking to it in Shulton. And then he pulls out a little obsidian chunk of stone that he picked up on the road and starts to cut his bonds. At which point, finally, once the dwarf is unbound, ungagged, and unblindfolded, we can see just how emaciated this poor dwarf is. Starved, dehydrated, completely and totally exhausted, and on the verge of death. So the doctor...
I'm about to say, never mind. Sorry.
I'm going to say
Alright.
that I don't even need to offer any healing or whatever. I give him like some herbs and, you know, I like make an IV out of a fucking coconut or something, and he looks instantly much better.
You accidentally cure cancer.
honestly, it was the
Okay.
Okay, and at that point, the doctor's gonna say, we need to figure out something that this dwarf can use as a crutch. I think he can walk out of here on his own strength.
Does anybody have a stick that they're not using? Like something that might have been a staff of healing at one point?
Not
if only we
Two on the
had
nose, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one didn't exist, remember?
So, yeah, you're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. I must have had a dream or something.
I don't think I have anything like that.
no.
I mean, is there like... Because, I mean, we're like in an old...
We could
this
try
is
and take a
obviously
piece
like
of
an old-
timber from the track, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, we're like in an old mine, so there's got to be some, like, just kind of stuff laying around, right?
Yeah, we could probably split.
It's old tracks. I
else.
mean, I'm sure Claddock or Lombard could rip up one of these ties.
Okay.
Split some
So,
ties.
if either of you would like to try so, please roll in athletics. If you want to work in concert, you can choose to make one roll with advantage.
Sweet. I will attempt to roll in athletics. So let me make sure I got my
And
character
Lombard rolled a 3
selected.
and got some splinters.
Yeah, not a great time. Ow! That wasn't very good.
And you said at an advantage?
No, you guys rolled separately, so...
Yeah, we rolled separately.
Okay.
But a 15
I rolled a
will
six-
suffice.
I
Let's
rolled
see
a
if-
16.
Yeah. Well, a 15 was the target number. So let me see if I
Okay.
can pull out that... Yeah, I can pull the splinters out.
Oh, thank you. It was very uncomfortable, actually.
So we managed to split one piece of one of the... I don't know what you call those. That's
It's
not
a-
the rail.
It's a railroad tie.
A tie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a tie.
Okay, so we split off a piece of the tie, and because this is a dwarf we're talking about, that'll more than suffice for a crutch. And we tell him where the rest of his kinsfolk are, and he starts to wander off on his own power.
Well, shouldn't we tell him to wait for his friend?
And do we want to ask him who tied him up?
Yeah.
I guess we have this other one too. To be
He's
honest,
kind
with
of incoherent. He just wants to get out.
that's fair.
He was just on the brink of death.
That does make a
He's
lot
got,
of sense.
he's got a crutch in one hand, and in the other hand, he's holding a coconut that's an IV.
Fine,
I mean, are you
fine.
telling me a nat 20 didn't take him up to complete and total perfect health again? What?
Level of exhaustion, no.
I get
Fair
that, but what about my needs?
Yeah, I was like, but we want to know stuff. God.
Talk about gratitude. Just walks right off.
No,
You want me to try to
thanks.
stop him and ask him something?
No, no.
Broken
No.
So we have another dwurf. You can just
No,
take off
another
the
one.
blindfold. If you want to get out of here, you will tell us who took you.
We have a spare dwarf. We're fine.
Yeah, we should still
Another.
help this guy out too,
We'll be
though.
fine.
So.
You want me to roll for another one?
Well, this one is a little bit more of a challenge. He babbles incoherently, and even once he's untied, he begins to act really erratically, and he starts to flail at us
Ooh.
in a really, really goofy and really incoherent and very weak kind of way, because again, he's very emaciated. 5 levels of exhaustion.
I'm going to use the helm of telepathy, the suggestion. Oh wait, no, I think they need to comprehend what you say, don't they? Actually, no,
Yeah,
never mind.
But if you use detect thoughts first,
Right. So detect thoughts.
okay, because he's fucking crazy, I need you to roll me a, let's call that a wisdom saving throw.
Ah,
Okay, that'll do it.
17.
As you try to probe his mind, you realize that this dwarf is totally and completely insane. And it hurts your brain to try to follow his thought process.
Ooh, we're going to stop that now. Yeah, we're not going to get anything from this guy. There is not much of a mind left in the shell, so to speak.
I've got one thing I can try. Let me see. At which point, the dwarf all but passes out from exhaustion, slumps up against the wall and says, "Oh, I'm so thirsty. Oh, I'm so sore. What's wrong with me?"
I mean,
The doctor gives him some water and some food and says, "Hey, your friends are waiting for you outside." Thank you so much. I don't know how I can repay you.
Well, you could tell us who tied you up.
The fire newts.
They
No,
can
this
tie
is
you up.
I didn't know they did scouts.
They are very smart lizards.
So
They've
they can
taken
use
over
rope.
the forge. They're trying to make an effigy of Imix out of adamantine.
Imix, the fire elemental premier
Prince of
fire
Evil.
elemental. Yes, the elemental prince.
Yes, that Imix. There are several fire newts that worship Imix here.
He is, how you say, terrible, bad news.
More like bad notes, am I right? Lombot!
That's perfection.
Thank you, I'm here till next Tuesday.
So,
Oh, we got a
Lombard
group
says,
hydrate.
"Yay!
Fantastic. I'll drink soda this time.
Hey, it's Mary Mallon."
Good to see you in the chat, as always.
I like having an audience.
Well, if you do
In any
not mind,
case, the last dwarf indicates to us that Imix has been trying to increase his presence here, now that something seems to have happened a couple of days ago. It's been very strange. The fire newts are almost completely different people.
Something
it's a whole
has.
new world. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Roll for psychic damage.
I'll see myself out. I'll just wait at the exit for you guys this time. I'm sorry.
The something is changing there. I know very little about fire newts. They are normally peaceful, and they have changed, or what is is something changed with them?
They are not normally peaceful. However, normally they are quite weak, but something has unified them. They have now what seems to be a new purpose. I've only heard them muttering briefly as they come to torture me and my friend in the adjoining chamber.
What were they trying to learn?
They weren't trying to learn anything. They enjoyed the sport.
Oh. As one who is somewhat familiar with torture, I sympathize with your condition.
I think the albino dwarf would just kind of like lurch forward and try to hug Sylveon.
It's like,
Just like
I feel your pain.
He's just crying.
Well, my
You
friend.
understand?
No, it's
Someone finally.
Oh, you are leaking all over me. Very well. Does anyone have a tissue for this this noble dwarf who is
I
clearly?
think I have some in the Goldenstein actually.
Very good.
It's like the Goldenstein produces it's like a Kleenex one where just like you pull it out and another one's ready to go kind of thing, and he just pulls it out of the top real quick.
Man, that is like the best weapon ever.
Well, I mean, it has paper inside of it. Who says you can't use it for the Kleenex? Not
Right.
a sponsor.
Just wiping your nose with parchment.
Maybe this dungeon will have a bathroom. None have so far ever.
I think at that point, Ninja Meows would sneeze.
Bless you.
The poor cat.
Does it echo?
A little bit.
Mr. Dwarf,
Can you tell-
do you know where my son might be? He has also been captured by these newts.
At that point, the dwarf's eyes narrow. Blackford Tabaxi,
Yes, that is my son.
he has also been captured.
Do you know where they might have him?
I'm not certain, but probably somewhere near the forge.
What would be the easiest way to get to the fort from where we are?
North of here, across the River of Fire.
Okay, that is where I must go. I have to save my son.
I can't walk very well.
That is okay. Our two very strong friends here will try their best to provide you with a crutch of some kind.
Okay, this time either separately or together. Oh, well. Lombard just...
Lombard did it!
Okay, come on.
I redeemed myself! Okay.
Congrats.
Thank
rips
you!
off a chunk of the railroad tie, and this dwarf begins to limp off.
That's what they get for giving me splinters last time.
Did you hear that?
It's up north.
It seems like the place we need to go is straight up north, where Casimir seems to be looking.
Indeed, I do not see much from here, but there are lots of branching paths from what I can make out.
You have to give me a second for polygon reveal here.
Oh, that's a thing. All right.
One moment here so I can read you the descript.
Fire newts on.
There are a mess
fire
of
ostriches.
ore carts and flatbed rail carts parked here. Most of them are in disuse, but 2 of them are still in working condition. There are, however, a couple of large flightless-looking birds. They are tethered to the walls behind them.
Don't know what those taste like. I say very, very, very quietly to myself. And, I suppose I'd like to get a peek around this corner just to see if there are any dragon newts hiding around here somewhere. Can't hear any of them, can I?
You can definitely... There's a lot of noise coming from this room. Banging and... bellows pumping and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'll be peeking around then. Oh yeah, did you want me to roll another stealth roll, or is 21 still
No,
cool?
that one's still active.
Sweet. Okay, and so I just peek around this corner and I just see a whole mess of fire newts
They
working
are
away.
mostly busy working, so they don't really seem to notice you.
Okay. And do I see a pathway leading down this way?
Yeah, hold on. I'm working on it.
I know. I've never tried to use the software, but it seems like hell.
It's not too bad. It's just when you gotta do a lot of polygons at once without showing too much else, it can be.
You
You
gotta
can
make
just
a
take a
lot
little
of
time.
clicks.
Yeah, there's a lot of clicking.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
Not difficult,
I
just
think
tedious.
that's enough for me. Oh, Sylvian, you came out onto the bridge. There's a lot of fire newts that way, like a lot. And from what I could see, no exit. So, let us convene. Hello, everyone. I have returned. So, there are some kind of flightless bird creatures and a lot of fire newts up, working on something. I'm not sure what, but I did not exactly see a way forward.
Well, we were told to get rid of the fire newts.
There is a door at the north end.
There's a door?
Hmm.
Oh, is this a door?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, there might have been one place to continue, but it is through a room of fire newts. So,
Well, we have to
you
fight them
guys,
anyway.
I suppose so. How would you like to approach this? There are 2 entrances to the room. I don't think we need to kill the birds because they're kind of tied up right now, but, well,
It tastes like chicken.
Perhaps a sphere of annihilation in one doorway and a group of unfriendly adventurers in the other.
I mean, that sphere of annihilation might be able to block about half of that doorway that I saw, but I don't know if it would do the whole thing.
It could block this passage, right? I'm assuming Casimir tells us how wide this passage is. That would
Right.
keep them from coming to us, and then that would funnel them towards us here.
Indeed. And as long as those birds do not attack us, we would be fine. It would be easy to hold a formation. Well then, Shall we get into position?
As well.
Are we
Unless
concerned
anybody else
about
has
the,
any other ideas?
We're concerned about the birds at all?
We will be if they decide to attack us.
This feels, I feel like we... Well, how well are they tethered to the walls? Is it just leather or is it chains?
It's just little strips of leather.
Hmm. The problem
As
is,
we approached, do they seem aggressive?
No, but they are eyeing us.
I have a good feeling that these are the kind of birds that don't fly, but they are the kind of birds that may screech
And might kick.
and might kick.
Or peck. Look at those beaks.
We are also
Should we
on a
take
continent
care
that
of
is
the birds
surrounded by
first?
water, and the last time a continent that was surrounded by water had to fight a bunch of large birds, they actually ended up losing. So,
They even brought in cannons for that.
that chat is an allusion to the Australian
The Great
Emu
Emu
War.
War. Which the humans lost.
Which the humans
Yeah.
fucking lost. So, from knowledge that Lombard Goldstein definitely doesn't have, because that's a completely different universe, it may be prudent to at least like, do they have like any kind of like muzzle on them or anything like that? Like,
No.
or are they just kind of like in reins as to like the way that they're tied?
Yeah. They have
Okay.
reins and saddles.
Gotcha.
Who wants to try to ride one of them?
No, nope.
I mean, I got animal handling,
Lombard.
so I can attempt to try to calm it and
To be
see.
fair, I also have a pretty
They look
decent
calm
plus my
at
animal handling.
present.
The only thing is that one of them is quite close to that room that is supposedly full of fire newts, and
And none of us approach stealthy except for Casimir.
precisely. So we don't want to get too much closer because they will notice at least myself and Cleric, because we're not the most stealthy of individuals.
I can
Well,
try to calm, or at least try to make it where it's not going to make any noise.
They look calm already.
If we get any closer, they might alert the fire newts, and that could set them off that we're here. So if we want someone to sneak up, I can try to make sure it's not going to make any noise.
You might be able to get up to this one without having any problems. It's really just like the fact that this one
Yeah.
right here is so close to those guys. You should be able to go to the one on the left, but perhaps somebody that's a little bit more stealthy than you and I should try.
Yeah,
to approach
that's what I was
You know
getting
what
at.
we
Like,
should do before we get into this battle is back off
Initiative.
so I can give us all a 10-minute speech.
Ah, that's a good idea.
The giant
Oh,
striders
not
have
this
not alerted
again.
anyone to our presence yet. The fire newts have not noticed us, and we didn't approach stealthy, so we don't need to leave stealthy. We can just reset our positions here in a minute. But let's say that we back off into the chamber where we found our dwarf friends, and I give us all an inspiring speech.
Fantastic.
I feel invigorated.
So everyone can mark, let's see, level plus charisma modifier, so that's 18 temporary hit points.
oh, jeez, nice.
Bag of Nails gets that too.
Level up. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. Okay.
Alright, if everyone feels sufficiently invigorated.
I think so.
Hold on. Now I do.
Alright. Then in that case, battle stations.
We need one of those submarine auga horns.
We don't.
Okay.
What if we just go up and try and walk one of them out? Like we unhitch it and just start walking it to the front.
I mean, I'm not really
Alright,
that
well,
good
so-
with animals.
So
I
who
could
do
go
we?
up to-
I was like, who do we want to try to approach this one? Because Klanik's gonna go for this one. Who do you want to go for this one on the right? We want somebody who's less likely to be seen. Which Casimir, of course, you have the stealth, but you're just saying that your animal handling's not that.
I'm not that good with animals, honestly.
That's
I
fair,
mean,
that's
maybe
fair.
slightly better than most people. But
Sylvian, or maybe even what's Bag of Nails? Does he have any? Well, he doesn't
Nope.
have he doesn't have it back. He doesn't have animal handling or anything.
He does not.
My thought was that because he is part
Although he
animal.
can speak Dwarvish. How about that?
Oh, look at that.
well, you know what?
Well, it's
Here
for that.
goes nothing.
No, all right, Casimir. Yeah, go for that one. Glad go for that
Hello,
one.
little birdie. Do not worry. Uncle
Come on.
Casimir is here.
We're gonna take you outside and let the
Little
doors.
giant strider, don't you cry.
And what do you do?
I approach it from the side because I know going behind things usually makes them more nervous. I'm gonna approach with my hands up and just speak in a soft voice, like very quietly, just like, it's okay, do not worry, everything is fine. And I'll reach for where the what's it called? The straps that are holding it is, and I'll start trying to like just slowly like pat the side of it.
As you reach for the reins, it doesn't flinch at first, but when you put your hands on it and start to untether it, it lets out a very loud "Rah!" and then bolts
They are
off.
the ones that screech. I know it.
They have a car alarm.
There goes
At that point, I think everybody knows what time it is, right?
There
Initiative.
goes my hero.
Adventure time?
I got a 17 for initiative. Nice.
Where'd the giant striders go?
They
took off.
bolted.
They ran
Good.
off.
We don't have to worry about them coming to attack.
They're like
Did they, like-
cassowaries.
I was
Rip
saying,
us
did they run past us and like out from the way we came, or did they
No,
like go
they
into
ran
the...
into the forge
Okay.
Oh,
and then off down this hallway here.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing them
Probably
later.
I'm sure that the goblins' problem now. The goblins?
You mean
The dwarves.
dwarves?
wow, they really
I know,
are.
I'm like, what goblins?
I don't know. I feel like a goblin at the moment. I'm Lombard Goblinstein. It's fine.
Goblins.
Alright, which one of these is fight time track?
For my stuff, it is opening the door V1 and then Soulmonger's Lullaby are the two like boss fight things. Soulmonger's Lullaby
This
is
is
the
not
one
a
that we fought
boss
Aspect
fight.
to. Opening the door V1 is pretty much the battle music that I've been doing. That's the one that plays when we opened the door to the Soulmonger.
Alright, well, it has begun. And at the beginning of combat, the doctor is going to urge Ninja Meows to run up the ceiling.
Okay.
And then he's going to move off to about here. Actually, no, you know what? He's going to sit right there. Casimir. Actually, Casimir should have gone first. I'm going to change the initiative order in a second.
Okay, let's see. I suppose, seeing that bird just take off and then probably like the fire newts turning around looking at me,
They're all
I'm gonna
looking
say,
at you now.
oh, and start charging up. And I'm just gonna booming blade this one. Yeah, time for
He's got like
diplomacy
a
is long gone.
yellow dot on him. Is that special?
He's the one in the initiative order.
Got it.
29 to hit.
That definitely hits.
So that is 30 damage plus. Let's see, where is
That's
it?
a one shot.
That's a one shot. Well, I'm just gonna blow him apart then with the rest of it, plus another 9. Kaboom!
So,
all right,
because the actual sneak attack did far more damage, I think you probably like skewer him through the nostril in through his brain, and then the booming blade just kind of like blows out the back of his skull.
Would it be a sneak
Right.
attack?
gave these
He
guys
gets
a
sneak
fire
attack
nuke
because
shower.
he has Rakish Audacity.
Okay. I didn't know if it would be sneak attack since they're kind of aware.
Yo,
No, we're here.
he's a
Swashbuckler.
Yeah, he's a swashbuckler.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move 10 feet back, and that's it. That's all I can really do for now. So yeah, on to Sylvian.
I shall move up to here. I believe that gives me line of sight to either this one or this one.
This one as well, I would argue. Probably even this one.
Yep. So I am going to go after the closest one here. And then I am going to shadow. I'm going to...
Somebody played a warlock.
Yep. I've been doing that a lot. Eldritch Blast. 3 of them. Oh, I was rolling damage for some reason. Disregard. Click on the wrong thing. Now. 26.
That's a hit.
22.
Hits.
17
hits. So that's
And I'm
9,
only
8, and
rolling
7
1.
damage, right?
Yes.
We'll just use those rolls. That's a total of 28. Oh, I'm sorry, 24.
Sounds good.
That fire newt is definitely on its last legs. You smack it like in the face, in the shoulder, and in the stomach. And a bunch of... It's not blood. It kind of looks like magma as it spills out of this thing's corporeal form.
And then with the rest of my movement, I'm going to cut off line of sight from most of the room.
Okay, now the ones up here can see you.
Well, then my intent was to kind of do this. You know, like, get out of the way so I can jump back in.
How much movement do you have, though, right?
So that's 1, 2, 3. Moved. Yeah, I can't. I gotta stay where I am. Alright. End my turn. I could back up 1, maybe.
Brings it to Bag of Nails. When he gets here, he can see this Fire Newt Warrior. And because it hasn't moved yet, I believe he can activate his Assassinate ability. So he's going to fire his longbow with advantage. 13 hits, whew, but just barely. So then we're going to get damage plus sneak attack. And it has to make
Constitution saving throw.
which it fails.
So it takes 7d6 poison damage.
Jesus.
Damn, man.
So what happens is this fire newt is like trying to lean to the left to see where Sylvian has gone, and that puts its head right in the perfect position for this arrow to knock it right in between the eyes. And as it's leaning back, wailing, trying to pull the arrow out of its skull, A bunch of black ichor leaks out of its mouth and it falls limp.
You will give me back my son.
See how far I can. To there, actually, surprisingly. Okay, that's 40 feet right there. And then I will throw.
From there, you can see into the next room.
So I can see there. So I can see basically this whole room. Oh.
Actually,
there's
Casimir
more.
would have been able to see that. I apologize.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay, a lot of fodder. A lot of fodder.
I'll be right back.
After these messages.
I'm going to aim at that one with the javelin. $17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Eight points of damage.
You smack it right in the gut.
Well, it's gonna take another javelin.
Glowing blood leaks out of the wound.
12 to hit.
That misses. You clang against the other javelin.
Yikes. And that is my turn.
Alright, how much movement do these things have? 30 feet. Alright. One is going to try to attack Casimir. Oh, they have multi-attack. The 19 hit?
Nope.
Oh. This one is going to try and spit fire. Kladik, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
You got it. Oh, and I have advantage on dex. Nice.
13 is enough to beat it anyway. So you take half of that, you take 5 fire damage as it spits a bunch of fiery goo at you.
Okay.
The other one is going to try and scimitar you. Neither a 13 nor a 17 hit, right?
Nope. Both of them miss.
And that brings it to Lombard.
Okay. Can Lombard see this one in front of Casimir?
Yes. So each of these are
Cool.
5-foot squares,
Right.
right? A person does not take up 5 cubic feet.
Right. Okay. So if Lombard was to say, use like a lightning lure to try to pull this
You won't
one
be able
here.
to pull him because that would pull him through Casimir's square.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. I guess in that case, I'm just going to get up right up there. And, I'm not going to rage just yet. So for now, I am just going to do some shwing-a-ding-ding-ding-dongs on this poor man here. That's a nat 20.
Ooh. Yikes.
Got ourselves a bit of a crit situation on this one. It's going to be 20 bludgeoning damage.
For another 20 platinum clattering to the floor.
Absolutely.
And that's enough to take this one out.
Okay. Am I able to move in between my things?
Yes.
Yeah, because I still have a little bit of movement left. So I'm going to move right up next to Clanic, actually, and I'm going to take my second swing on this guy right in front of me. So 22 to hit.
It hits.
It's going to do 11 bludgeoning damage.
Another 11 gold for the cause.
And... yeah. That's going to do it for me this time.
Okay, and that brings it back to the top of the round, and rightfully this time, first Casimir.
So, how are we working the whole stabbing through someone else's square thing?
You cannot make a melee attack through someone else's square because that would require that you stand in it.
Yeah, I didn't think about
However,
that. Actually, sorry,
I've
Casimir.
sort of come to the realization that if you're trying to make a ranged attack through a 5-foot square, I don't see that being as much of an issue. Line of sight, I mean, especially you can kind of lean to the left or to the right of Lombard and make a ranged attack.
Could I jump off the wall and land on Cladic's shoulders and stab down at this one?
No, the ceiling's too low.
Ah.
Also,
And I don't
Cladic's
think
very
you'd
tall.
be able to, because I'm 6 feet tall.
The Clanic
I mean, there's a
Casimir
wall
Megazord.
here that I can kick off of, but... Alright.
You might be able to swing off my horns. You might be able to grab a hold of my horn and like kick them or something.
Right. Wait, so how high is the ceiling?
Right there, because it kind of funnels in, it's no more than maybe 10 feet at the most. Probably closer to 8 or
Okay.
9.
So, like I said, you can grab my horn and kick.
I suppose, yeah, you want to do that? Team up? Oh, but the kick's
Might as
not really
well.
going to do a whole lot.
I mean,
Combo!
time to do a
Hell
combo.
yeah. Alright, well, I guess because I can't really do much else in this limited amount of space, I'll just take a couple shots at this one in front of me with the old Eldritch Blast. Yes.
12
Okay.
misses, but a 13 hits.
Nice.
So for all
And
you
a good
metagamers out there, you know what their armor class is.
Alright. Well, it wasn't an amazing one, but yeah, that's
Don't pretend
Yeah,
to know how
16
dumb I
damage.
am.
It's 4 damage. Oh, no.
And I got a
You
crit.
Yeah, he has a...
You got 3,
Yeah.
right?
And the third one was a crit.
13 and 28 hits.
Crit always hits.
So,
Always.
You want to narrate how that crit goes?
yeah, sure. I'll see Lombard swinging away, and as he finishes a swing, I'll put my arm up on his shoulder just to get a good wrist, like a good shot,
Yeah.
and then fire away, up, and yeah, start
It's always
taking
fun
a
to be
couple
a tripod.
steps.
Yeah, just ask Mini-Me.
Good nickname.
Molten liquid magma.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. On to the doctor.
So the first thing that the doctor is going to do is he's going to reach up and grab the talisman that's hanging from around his neck. And what's left of the fire newt is its hands and its feet.
Oh,
Oh gosh!
yucky.
It's bye-bye!
And at that point, Ninja Meows is going to run along the ceiling here. I gotta check because I think that's a bonus action. No, it's not. Oh, wait. It's an action. No, that's to take control of it.
Yeah, you already have control of it, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna try to take control of this over me. Not while I have this talisman anyway.
Right.
But it doesn't say. No,
I
it
would.
is. It's an action to move it as well.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that was my action, and that brings it to Sylveon.
All right. So I am. I'm going to try chill touch on this one here, because fire, chill, see what happens. Plus, it's
Except
nice to
it's
mix it up
necrotic
every now
damage.
and then. I don't know why I rolled twice.
Well, a 26 definitely hits.
Yep. So that.
You said the upper one, right?
Yep. 14 damage.
One in front of me.
Yep, the
As
upper
you reach
one.
out with a spectral hand to try and drain this Fire Newt warrior's life force, the coursing glow that's normally going through it dims out a little bit.
Excellent. Then I end my turn.
Okay, a Bag of Nails is going to try and shoot one of these things. That is a 15 that hits. Oh, actually, that gets sneak attack too, doesn't it? I forgot to roll crit damage last time, didn't I? Because Assassinate would have given crit damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, an arrow comes barreling from in between Claddick and Lombard and buries itself in this Fire Newt warrior's eyeball, which pops.
Oh, God. Oh, that's disgusting.
Claddick,
Yes.
you're up.
I'm going to take my battle axe and swing a swing at the one in front of me. .22 to hit. .11 points of damage.
This thing looks like it's on its last legs.
It's gonna die because it's gonna take another battle axe to the head.
Unless you miss.
Now, newts can recover lost legs, so that's not a good...
And if we cut him off at the right spot, it might just grow a third one.
9 points of damage.
Fire Newt wants to be a tripod too.
Depends on if they're male or not, I suppose. Anyways.
I still have my movement speed too, because I didn't move.
You gonna move? Where are you going?
5, 10, 15. In front of this one.
Ooh. Okay, all right.
Okay, you done? I'm going to take that to be a yes.
Yeah. I'm done.
And it's on to the Fire Newts. What's left of them anyway. One comes out of this door. Followed by 2 more.
Oh my.
This one is going to puke fire on Lombard.
Okay.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage on dex. That one would probably save me.
I would imagine.
So I won't
That's
bother.
how it's double the DC.
Yeah.
It pukes a bunch of fire on you, but you kind of jump out of the way and it just kind of makes a pool under your feet, so you get scathed just a little bit. You take 3 fire damage.
3 fire damage. Okay.
Cladic, same thing. I need a dexterity saving throw.
You got it. And that is an advantage. 14.
That is more than enough. 13 was enough anyway. So you take 7 fire damage as this one kind of singes your chest hair. And then, let's see. You definitely hear another door open, and another fire newt first crosses over from your line of sight, disappears, and then comes back in.
Seem to keep multiplying.
It is what they do.
Oh, that is a lot.
It's like we killed 2, 3 more come out of it.
It would be kind of funny if it just turns out like in the next room there's like 100 fire newts.
Oh gosh.
From here, you see a fire newt that appears to be armored differently from the rest.
Oh.
And it levels its halberd first towards Cladic and fires a bolt of hot energy at it.
Hey, that's not good.
It's a 6.
Hit misses.
One more time to hit Cladic.
Miss.
And then he's going to try one time to hit Lombard.
That's a miss.
And then he ducks out of line of sight.
Okay.
And that brings it to Lombard.
Well, since they already know about us, I'm not too worried about how much noise I'm about to make.
I made a mistake. This one is going to try and run off.
Gotcha.
Now it's Lombard's turn.
Um, 10-foot radius, 10-foot radius. Yep, okay. If you don't mind, we can get rid of that one, actually. That tiny one that I accidentally just drew. And then kind of want this to sit here. Yeah, I'm casting Shatter.
Ooh.
10-foot radius?
The 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point. I need a Constitution saving throw from every fire newt within that sphere's influence.
So you have to center it on one of the squares.
Yeah,
that
so
means you
I
should
guess
hit 7 of them instead of 6.
Yeah, I guess it'll be kind of there-ish.
Yeah, 4 on the
Kinda
bottom.
Right there.
Yeah, 4 on the bottom, 3 on top. You're going to miss this one in the corner.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going for.
Okay, that's what is
Shatter's
it? Con save?
expensive. Why are
It's
you
a-
giving them fire
It's
newts?
a DC 14 con save. And if they
14.
succeed,
So
it's half.
1, 2, 3, 4 of them succeed and take 8 damage.
If the table's actually there, it would take the damage too. Just in case that matters.
The table is pretty sturdy. It's like used for forging and
I mean,
stuff
yeah,
like
that's
that.
fair.
But it cracks.
And yeah, that's actually gonna be it for Lombard this time.
So because Shatter emits like a sonic burst,
Yes.
all of the fire newts in that area of effect, they all kind of clutch their skulls and reel their heads back and go.
Fantastic.
Then it's back to the top of the round and Kiggity Casimir.
Yeah, that's not as far as I would like. Could go there. Yeah, screw it, let's do it. I'm going to dash over to here and cast darkness on my rapier.
Then you'll have one of those. Shouldn't you save it for a boss fight?
I decided to take the spell, so now I have 4.
Nice.
And so that's my bonus
15
action,
foot
and
radius,
movement.
right?
Indeed.
So casting it cost an action, and then you dashed. So you're just over there
So-
now, and all of those fire newts are in darkness, except
So
for
that's
the one
like-
at the very front.
That area, or is it like bigger?
It's 15-foot radius, so
Oh, radius. Okay, I was thinking diameter. Yeah. Well, all right.
that area roughly is all dark.
Actually, I can move a little further since I'm dashing. And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
The doctor looks at everybody and thinks, nobody's hurt. I'm just gonna taunt this this fire newt. When you die, no one will miss you.
Damn.
Jeez.
Facebook in 2008 being like,
You will die alone.
It's like MySpace.
And that brings it to Sylveon.
Well, I was going to drop a giant storm sphere right on top of where Casimir is.
Never mind.
You can
Not
still
gonna
do
do
that.
that.
I can still
You
do
could.
that, but I feel
Yeah.
like that would be suboptimal.
Is it a dexterity save?
He does have evasion. But you can't see anything that's inside the darkness, so you wouldn't be able to target any of the creatures in it with the lightning bolts.
Right. But it makes it difficult ground. So
Unless you have Devil's Sight. Do you have Devil's Sight?
I don't. So
Oh,
I only
you
have
did.
2 levels of Warlock. I should get Double Sight if we're going to be a darkness-based crew. Instead, I will attack this newt right here, which I will not incur an attack of opportunity. I'll stand off and make sure that I have enough distance to cast my ranged spell,
You got plenty.
and then I will Shadow Blast that bastard. Ooh, a 1. Ugh. Well, the 22 hit.
And so does the 15.
That's 9. And that's 7.
For a total of 16, right?
Yes.
You definitely blow 2 holes in this fire newt warrior's body.
Spider-Man.
But it's still standing, although it looks like it's on its last legs. A bunch of that glowing ichor is oozing out of it.
They do regenerate, or in real life they do. But I don't think it'll help. We're doing too much damage too fast.
Yep.
I am done.
Okay, then Bag of Nails is going to try and follow up. That is a crit.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Look at that.
So I guess what happens is the Fire Newt Warrior kind of like goes slack-jawed a little bit, and Bag of Nails like fires an arrow right into its mouth and pulls out its glowing uvula and pins it against the wall on the far side of the room.
Ugh.
Oh, jeez.
And that brings it to Claddick.
Of course, Dr.
And
Cox.
I'm going to hit the one that is direct in front of me.
Of course, I what?
Of course, Dr. Cox knows that anatomical turn.
21's going to hit.
We were just talking about uvula speed bags on Monday.
Yeah, I'll say who made a Monster House
10
reference.
points of damage.
Okay, you definitely chop off one of its arms.
Oh, it's going to take another point of damage. For 26 to hit. For 10 points of damage.
You cut off one of its legs.
And then I'm going to take my bonus action to rage. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. So this Fire Newt is going to try and attack Claddick. 11 and a 15 both miss, right?
Yep. Both of them miss.
This Fire Newt is going to close in and spit fire on Claddick. So I need a dexterity saving throw.
$23.
So you take 5 fire damage. This next one is going to come in and do the same.
Would it matter if I'm raging?
Unless you're a bear totem warrior, you don't have resistance to fire damage.
Okay. So I'll take 5.
And the other one is going to come up and do the same, so I need another dexterity save.
23. Oh, I'm getting all my crits.
That'll be another 7 fire damage.
So 1.
No, that's 8, sorry.
Seven damage.
Okay, Casimir, you ran up there and then cast darkness, right?
Yep.
Okay. So they all know where you are. They're all going to spit fire on you, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh, no.
8 dexterity saves.
Oh gosh.
I mean, that's cool.
I will say even the nat 1 technically. That's
Yeah, the nat 1 actually still saves.
yeah, that's still safe.
That's funny.
You're tap dancing on laser beams, and they're like, "We can't hit this guy."
Dance,
So
fucking
what's
dance!
happening?
I'm going to take half of that, however. So that's...
Just dexterity.
No, but this is not an AoE effect.
Oh.
It's a single target effect.
30, big number.
Actually, when you're subjected to an effect allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to only take half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on it. It has nothing to do with AoE, right?
Yeah.
Even
it's
though it
just
says
saving
you can
throws.
nimbly dodge out of the way of certain area effects. But rules is written, it says you make a dexterity saving throw to only take half damage, and that's clearly what's going on here, right? Half his damage
Mm.
on a
Yep.
damage on a successful one. So what happens is you run up there, you cast darkness, and all of these things know where you are, so they all spit fire at you, and you just kind of dance out of the way. You see where each one is coming in, and you just kind of like turn sideways, duck, slide this way. And even though there's like this huge pool of fire that you're kind of standing in, you're like up on one tippy toe with like your rapier sticking in the ceiling for balance.
I like the idea that you're doing the choreographed dance to Thriller. You're using
I
the
picture
rapier
him
to
doing
hold you while you
bullet
do the
time.
lean thing.
I'm just putting on this amazing performance for no one to be actually able to see.
At which
Is
point,
Hrakhmar even doing anything?
this guy is going to come back into line of sight. That is a miss.
Sure is.
Second one at Claddock, that's a miss, and one at Lombard, that's also
It's a miss.
And then it ducks back. And that brings it to Lombard.
Okay. Lombard's gonna lightning lure this guy.
This one,
So
you
he
said?
needs, yeah. So he needs to make a strength save. He
Nope.
fails, so he gets pulled right. He gets pulled right here to me, and then he takes 14 lightning damage.
You definitely, like, yank off one of his arms.
Get over here!
Because he's not raging, yeah.
Scorpion.
And that's actually
More like a boil right now.
That costs an
Because
action.
these spells.
To
Yeah,
cast
because these are
a
spells. So
spell.
that's gonna be it. So that's it for me.
And that brings it to Casimir.
All right. So let's see. This one below me, I'm gonna booming blade. So let's attack with the good old advantage.
Fuck this guy in particular.
Yep. Fuck this guy. Here we go. That's 21 damage.
He's dead. He's
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, I mean the booming blade was also there, but I guess I just tear him to shreds. Add to this little pool over here. Then I'm going to
Actually, nobody else can
disengage.
see this, but you definitely blew bits of him all over the back of this forge.
Oh gosh.
Nice. I'm making messes all over the place. All right, then I'm gonna disengage and move up to here.
Okay. That's going to move the darkness with you to here. And you're going to be able to see what's in this room, even though it's technically covered in darkness.
Even more the better. Ah. Some kind of storeroom.
The calf. Those are soda machines on the back wall.
Actually, there's probably a room description. Give me 1 second.
I could really use an RC Cola. Not a sponsor.
So this room in here, by the way, this is the smelter. There were lots of hammering sounds coming from it. There were obviously 6 designs of dwarven make and a lot of amphibians and stuff. The room that you're standing in right now, Casimir, looks like an armory.
Hell yeah.
Or what used to be one.
So full of adamantium stuff or nah?
It definitely looks like a bunch of stuff of dwarven make. It's gonna take a little while to try to inspect it any further.
Right. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, and unless you'll be doing anything else on your turn,
Nope, that's it.
the doctor is going to cast Vicious Mockery on this guy, who fails his Wisdom saving throw. Takes 8 points of damage, gets disadvantage on the next attack it makes before the end of its next turn. And the doctor says, "You're about to not be missed." You're on your last legs.
Nice! Nice one!
And that brings it to Sylveon.
All right.
I
My
brought you a
son
gift.
sent me a bunch of pictures from his Germany trip.
Ooh.
So I am going to target the one in front of Carol Lombard here with an Eldritch Blast. Just one to start. I guess apparently that's my roll, a 1 also. So
You definitely
I see
reach
that
back, and the Eldritch Blast discharges into the wall behind you.
Yep. Shake my hands out a little bit. That should do it.
That hits.
So 14 damage.
Yeah, you annihilate this thing's skull. It just.
All right. And then I am going to move 1, 2, 3. So that's 15 feet. That's half of my movement here. And then I am going to target the one on the left of Claddock up here with my remaining Eldritch Blast. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Man, these crits are coming out today.
Mhm.
12 damage.
That is enough to kill it. You want to narrate how that happens?
I was really worried because that first one misfired and it went, and I'm like, Casimir's up there throwing bombs and darkness. I better get this right. And then I just go, and I had to open. Yes, I had to open my Eldritch Blast at the guy, and he disappears into it's like an old '80s fade. Like he disappears.
A star wipe.
Exactly. Yes. And I'm like, for my lady, she likes fire, and I end my turn.
For just a brief instant, at the mention of Zariel, a halo of fire glows around Sylveon's head.
I feel like Hellboy.
Bag of Nails is going to close distance for a clear shot and take a shot at this fire newt. That hits. It's a 19. Now it has to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh. But even though it... So, Bag of Nails slinks behind Sylveon, levels an arrow. The Fire Newt warrior tries to parry it. He gets stuck in the neck with the arrow, and even though he spits up some of the poison, he just expires. Damage, sneak attack damage, and then poison damage. It was just too much.
I pat Bag of Nails on the shoulder and I'm like,
Gee.
well shot, my friend. Well shot. You will get your son in no time.
Gonna move there to 35 feet and swing with my battle axe.
At which target? The one on the table or the one in front of you?
The one in front of me. 30 to hit.
That's definitely a hit.
10 points of slashing.
This fire
What-
newt is
what-
on its
Libby?
last legs. It's looking very haggard and leaking very heavily.
Let's see. Actually, I think it'd be 13 points of damage since I'm raging.
Ah, you are raging. Then it's dead.
I just realized I was raging still. I was like, wait a minute. No, it should be dead. And then I'm going to swing my second attack at the one on the table. $21 to hit. 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
You swing and you take out both of his legs at the knees, and he's kind of now standing on empty knee socket joints on the table.
Just sit there and wait your turn to be finished. And that'll be my turn. Oh gosh.
You're about to get flame vomited.
No,
Yep.
they already used that, and that requires
Oh,
a
yeah.
short rest or a long
Thank
rest.
God.
However.
It's a one and done. Ah,
It's
There
a
is gonna
one and
be
done
storm
deal.
of steel, however. What's your armor class?
19.
So one of these scimitars hits you. That's only 4 slashing. And you're raging, so it's really only 2.
Yes.
So this band of fire newts swarms on you. They swing at you from all directions. You're able to block some of them with your shield, some of them with your weapon, some of them with your horns. And one of them sneaks past and kind of pokes you in your nose ring.
oh!
More insult than injury.
I don't want to see that. That hurts.
Yeah.
The fire newts, the other 2, are going to try and attack Casimir. And 8
So I don't take any points of damage on that?
Huh?
I don't take any points?
You take 2 points of damage.
2 points, okay.
It's 4, but you're raging.
Yeah.
So, 8 and 9 and 11 and 12 all miss Casimir as they try to
Yep.
attack him through the door that he just went through, because they can't see shit. This one is going to try and... let's
They-
see.
Like Ray Charles in the meme, can't see shit.
Let's see, what's Bag of Nails armor class?
Ooh, Fire Ray.
Oh, that hits. So Bag of Nails is going to take 6 fire damage. That, of course, comes out of his temporary hit points. One shot is going to go at Sylvian.
Bring
Whoa,
it!
what just happened?
I'm slipping. Oh,
Oh,
you're
there
back.
he is.
Okay.
What in the actual...
This stream halfway brought to you.
Not a sponsor. Okay, this one's going to go at Sylvian. That's going to miss. And then one's going to go at Claddick. At 21 hits. So that'll be 7 fire damage, Claddick.
I'm still raging, so...
Yes. Doesn't matter.
But you don't take half against.
You have resistance
fire.
to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, not fire.
Okay.
So you take 7 fire damage.
7.
And then the armored fire newt ducks back out of line of sight, and that brings it to Lombard.
Okay. I'm gonna move 35 feet up to this spot. And I need the 3 below me to make a Constitution saving throw as I shoot words of radiance from my delightful
Post a spell descript.
Lombot mouth.
So they take none, right? Because this is a cantrip if they succeed.
Correct.
One passes.
Okay. I'll let you choose whichever one that wants to be.
It'll be the one on the left.
I figured.
The other two are going to take 10 radiant. Oh, this one's almost dead.
And that's going to do it for me.
This one is dead.
Fantastic. It's what we like to hear.
So do you like hold the golden stein aloft and
Yeah,
make a light burst out of it?
Maria! You know? Something like that.
One of the fire newts kind of turns his head. The other two look up at it with big wide eyes, and their eyes get burned. One of them, it burns through its skull. And it
That's
falls
the
like
power
this.
of Pine Soul, baby.
And that one goes, wait, I love West Side Story. Ah!
And that brings it back to the top of the round, and Casimir.
Okay, I'm going to attack this one with a booming blade. So here we go. 26 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, that's not so much this time. Only 21. 21 plus.
That's still enough to kill it. Let's see that thunder shock damage there, Pikachu.
Plus
I
another
think
11.
would be enough to blow some chunks up here onto the table.
Oh gosh.
Nice.
So
I'm just leaving a mess all
These
around, you know,
these are
the
very
one onto his
juicy
friends,
newts today.
this one,
So
yeah.
Lombard Cladding, you can just barely see some fire newt goo spill out onto the edge of the table at the edge of the darkness spell.
Nice, go
So
there.
That's the splash zone.
But as soon as I've done that, I'm gonna make my way over through here. So that's
Technically, that would
10
give
feet
an
so far.
attack of opportunity because you didn't.
Oh
attack.
yeah, I'm happy to take it.
This will be with disadvantage. The fire newt definitely sticks his sword now in the partially closed door, and okay.
So let's see.
This room,
That
I
was-
think there's a descript. Hold on. That is definitely a forge.
Alright. It does look like a forge. Okay, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. Neat.
Darkness will follow.
It certainly does.
Yes.
Ooh, which
Now
means
it's
that...
me
Okay. Okay.
and Mr.
Okay.
Ahmed. And that's the end of my turn.
That brings it to the
Actually,
doctor.
I will hide. I will hide in my darkness.
Yeah, roll me a stealth.
You're
Oh, wrong one.
extra Heidi.
There we go. No, not the most amazing, but
Doesn't really matter.
yeah,
You're in darkness still.
yeah, true, true.
So let's see. I don't think I really need to toss around any healing spells right now, do I?
I'm still good.
Yeah, because it's touch and I'm on the ceiling. So I think what I'm gonna do is this one that's standing on the table, the one that only has half legs, is gonna have that pointed out to them. Hey, dumbass! You only know you know you don't have legs anymore. You only got wings.
He looks down and he's like, what?
Oh,
Oh gosh.
he just kind of spits some of that glowing ichor on the ground. And that brings it to Sylveon.
All right. So I can't see the guy in darkness, right?
No, you can't, and even if you could, there's a wall in the way anyway.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm going to move up here, target the guy closest to me. Then I am going to come over here and triple EB that some bitch.
That's a hit. Roll the damages first, because they may not survive long.
14 max.
That's, you definitely burn a hole in this fire newt. Let's see the next one.
13 hit. Does a 13 hit?
It does.
10.
Okay, that's enough that you bury a second hole and it stops moving.
And then
A 14
I'm moving
hits.
to the shared Lombard Goldstein victim. 6. So
This hit isn't quite as square, but it goes through the jaw of this unaware fire newt, leaving behind a dead fire newt.
and then I am going to move up a bit and end my turn. Wait, how far did I move? I was one.
Over here.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got 5 feet more movement from
Like
this square.
right here. Yeah. Okay,
your
so
max.
that's where I get to. And I end my turn.
Bag of Nails is going to take a shot at the target next to Kladik.
Does he have line of sight with all those machines in the way?
They're actually lower. They're on the floor below. You can see that area in the middle is sunken.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
An 18 hits. Jesus, crappy rolls. However, it's still
Think
going
oof.
to make a
Still gonna make a con.
concentration saving throw, which it fails. Holy fuck.
Not
Jeez.
so
It
bad
kind of
rolls
like
this
gets
time.
grazed by this arrow, and then all of a sudden, like, its eyes bulge out and a bunch of black ichor leaks from the eye sockets and it falls over.
Aw.
It's the worst case of hives I've ever seen.
And that brings it back to Kladik.
10, 15, 20, 25, and swing at the only guy in the room.
Hit.
17 to hit. Seven points of damage. And then second attack. 13.
That's a hit.
7 points of damage.
So this first time you just snake it past its defenses and smack it in the neck. And the second time it raises up its scimitar to try to block and you just overpower it and smack it in the neck again.
And that's my turn. I
Okay.
believe, unless...
The fire
No.
the fire newt warrior is going to try to rebut. And it misses twice. It can't get past your armor or your shield. The warlock is going to try and smack Casimir with its Morning Star. That's a 12. That's a nat 1. And that's a 9. He's just swinging blind. He can't hit shit. And that brings it to Lombard.
Okay. I think Lombard this time he's just gonna walk up to this newt here and he's just gonna swing it a ding 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 dong. It's a 14 to hit.
Hits.
Gonna be 13 bludgeoning damage.
You cave in its skull.
I sure
That
do.
one was called Newt Gingrich.
How much
Nice.
money does it drop? 13?
13.
That would have been 13 gold. And I still have a pretty decent amount of extra movement. I'll go ahead and I'll move into. So I was here. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll move to the doorway here, just outside of that sphere of darkness.
Okay.
All right. Well, this almost goes without saying. Booming blade. 25 to hit.
definitely hits.
All right. So, hello. So that's a 35.
Just a
plus
casual
Hit
a-
enough to kill it, so let's see how much damage the booming blade did. Okay.
Oh, not too much.
So you like skewer it through the neck, and the booming blade is only strong enough to like blow out its neck cavity, and so it just kind of slumps over. But You can see through the darkness that its eyes kind of roll back into its head as you skewer its throat.
Ah, that was so much easier than I thought.
And that's
At
the
that
last
point,
of them. So before you move any further, just because I don't want to move the darkness, we're gonna take our first break for the evening, everybody.
Sounds
Now
good.
that we've committed genocide against fire newts.
They were asking for it.
Yeah, they were, but there's like nothing left of them. Especially the ones that Casimir killed.
well, there's just painted on walls and other surfaces.
Yeah, it's
Just
still
scattered
glowing
everywhere.
nicely temporarily. Looks like
They're not coming back from
like
that.
some deranged anti-Banksy got nuts with his glowy spray paint can there. Okay. In any case, we'll be back in 10, everybody. We'll see you then.
All right.
Goodbye.
Greetings, everybody. We're back from our break, and the party has just heroically destroyed a bunch of weak little fire newts that were infesting a former dwarven-owned and operated forge.
A bunch of blue-collar workers.
Since I don't know what's through this door, if there's more newts or not, I'm gonna keep going and trying to keep this rampage going.
Do you want to wait for the rest of us to catch up, or?
Oh no, like I'm in battle mode right now. As far as I can tell, there's a Lombard right behind me.
Okay. This is also a big part of the forge. It looks like this is where they took a bunch of the molten stuff and banged it into usable objects.
Yeah, I'll look around these corners just to make sure that there's nothing hiding. And then...
Sure.
Then be sorely disappointed. Ah,
Yeah, you definitely don't see anything.
at that point, I guess I'll just come back into the room, drop the darkness, and go check out the damage.
Oh, hello, Casimir. There you are.
Hello. Indeed, I am. So, did you see my work as you followed behind me?
I sure did. I sure did.
We
I
saw
bet
what's
you did
left
not
of it.
know. Casimir is a painter.
I've had drier experiences at SeaWorld. I'll tell you that right now.
It is a good thing you did not stand too close.
Very
I'm
true.
sure you've seen.
We got very close to being in the splash zone, and I did not want that. I'll tell you that right now.
Indeed, you do not seem the type who likes to bathe in blood, or
No,
whatever
I
comes from
very
these
much
creatures.
prefer a nice warm bath of hot water.
Well, that might be in short supply right now, but at least it seems there are a couple basins you can wash yourself off in.
Very true. You see past these doors?
I was looking for any other creature, but I did not find any. There's a couple forges and things there. Well,
You
Okay,
did
that's-
see, however, there are
Handles.
2 doors.
I would. Okay, yep. I'm gonna go through this door then.
Okay, no take backsies. You did say you dropped the darkness. Whoops,
Yep.
wrong thing.
And that's just a dead end here.
No, I had to drag the screen.
Ah. There seems to be quite a long hallway that way. By the way, Lombard, did you see anything in the armory before you came in?
To be honest with you, no. I didn't look, though.
How about you, Klenek? What can you see from there?
What do I see from there?
Inside the armory, there are sealed crates.
I'm gonna open the crates.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to do something to open the crates. They're like hammered shut, nailed shut.
Oh, so brute strength can't master it?
If you want to do that, then yes, you can do it that way. If you wanted to
Yeah,
like, use a crowbar, or use your axe as like a lever, you would do it with it. Just roll me in athletics.
Athletics. 13.
Now, you get splinters.
Okay. I guess I'll do with the battle axe to
Hold on.
pry it open.
Let me try and remove the splinters first. Yeah, the splinters come out. Okay, if you're gonna use the battle axe like as a pry bar, because
Yeah.
it's magical, it's not gonna warp or whatever. Go ahead and try to roll athletics, but this time do it with advantage.
26 or 26.
So you kind of lightly swing to wedge your axe in between the lid and the rest of the crate, and you lean on it and the lid pops open. In this crate, you find 6 battle axes.
Ooh. Crate has 6 battle axes.
There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more crates.
Might as well open all the other crates.
Okay, that's just going to be a matter of time. No more rolls are necessary. There is 1 crate with 6 great axes in it, 1 with 6 mauls, 1 with morning stars, 1 with war picks, 1 with war hammers, 1 with heavy crossbows, 1 with 200 crossbow bolts, and 1 with 4 suits of dwarven half-plate.
I seem to be good on weapons, so you guys can have full range of it.
Well, there is this interesting guy here. And there's this Newt Warlock. Did he have anything interesting on him?
He had a morning star.
That's it.
He wasn't even... The armor was just like around his head. It was just like a helmet, but it was mostly like ceremonial.
Oh, okay. I see.
You think maybe he was difficult to hit because of some sort of magical enhancement?
Something he cast on himself?
Maybe.
Uh-huh. Not an object. Alright. Well, I have no need for those armaments. I will check on ahead, the next room. Don't suppose there's anything interesting of note here.
No, there's no forge, or there's no crates or anything in the forge area. It's kept clean so it can be workable.
Huh. Might wash
But
my
it
hands
does
in
look
here
like
then.
so that water is not like super clean. It is still water, so if there's like blood and viscera, it will still come off. But it's got that's like the water that they use to quench steel.
Right. Options are slim. Be covered in newt guts or well, this. Well, I suppose
In any
newt guts
case,
aren't so bad.
In that room, however, there does appear to be the base, the foundation of a statue that looks like they're trying to forge out of adamantium.
Oh, okay. So the base of a statue. And how about over here? Down this hallway.
Yeah, that's a
room.
door. If you want to go in, let me... Hold on, I gotta...
Haha, surprise! Fire Newt warriors. Which I shouldn't be able to know.
Yeah, you didn't see that. That didn't happen.
We didn't see what?
There.
And another hallway, okay.
Hallway A
Well,
or
guys,
hallway B?
it seems there are just 2 hallways that go down either side. The one that I just looked in behind me, it has some doors. The other one just seems to be a straight across bridge.
So the option is option A or option B?
Well, it depends if you're up for a little exploration. But that's neither here nor there. I wouldn't mind finding some extra adamantium, if it is about. I did find a base of a statue also, but probably too heavy for us to lug around with us.
Probably.
Perhaps it's something we can carry out when we're finished here.
Perhaps, although
Everybody
probably
will
have
grab a corner. and I mean
Everybody grab hold.
Well, there are only 2 ways forward, so...
Perhaps you do a little bit of sneaking and maybe see what this one right next to us might be leading to, perhaps?
This one right next to us? Sure thing.
Yeah, perhaps we check out what's kind of down this hallway here first.
Go into stealth mode. Oh, oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Stealth mode.
Okay, hold on. That's what you can see from there.
Okay. Oh, so I may as well make my way over to the end of these hallways. Just
Okay, hold on.
Huh.
Two suits of dwarven half-plate armor stand on either side of an adamantine banded door. These suits of armor were beautiful once, but now they're scarred by weapons, scorched by fire, and smeared with filth. The door has two locks, one above the other.
Can I inspect them to see if they're trapped?
They don't appear to be trapped in any way that's easily discernible. However, the upper lock is embedded in an adamantine frame resembling a stylized form of a dwarven rune. The lower lock is embedded with an adamantine frame that resembles a different dwarven rune.
Oh. Don't really know too much about this. You know what?
If you can't read
Why
dwarven,
not?
you can't read it.
Right. So I don't know what the rune says. I don't really have Arcana proficiency either, so I guess I'll just leave it. Alright, guys. I am back.
Anything good?
Everything good?
I just realized that that one of the fire news had Devil's Sight. Whoops.
Oopsies.
I mean, he would have seen my attacks coming, but that was still, what, like 21 and 25?
He would have got wrecked in one shot anyway. It doesn't really matter, but...
Never mind, that's alright. But, I have returned. So, at the end of this this hallway, and across the bridge, there is a door with some dwarven runes, perhaps?
Oh,
And
I
two
can take a look at that.
keyholes.
Fantastic! I can read that. I've got.
You can read them.
Yeah, I have Eyes of the Runekeeper. Because I've got the Eldritch invocations and such.
I see.
So
Well,
maybe
in
I
that
can
case,
read that and find out what it says.
I did think it might be good if someone could take a look at it before I started shoving things in there.
Very true. Perhaps we go together again.
Sure. And if it is something that is not pickable, well, there are still places to explore.
Very true.
While we're here, since we're out of combat for the moment, the doctor is going to heal Claddock for 8.
Thank you.
Lombart's gonna try to read these dwarven runes here.
The upper one says beginnings, and the lower one says endings.
Okay. So the top one says beginnings. The bottom one says endings.
Can Lombard also just like search these suits of armor? Like see if there's like anything
Sure.
else about them other than
They are
the fact that they're
janky
special?
and banged up.
Okay, but there's nothing else really that special about them.
No.
Okay.
These ones are so beat up that they can't even be used as armor by dwarves.
Oof, unfortunate.
Okay, well, so we have 2 words. That might help us somehow. But I don't quite know how yet, to be honest with you. I'm sure
I mean,
it'll become clear eventually.
I suppose the one that says beginnings would be the.
We got a group hydrate by
one?
the Baby Green
First
Witch.
one?
Hey.
Thank you, Ashley.
I suppose
And
beginnings.
also says Lombard needs to skill check.
Lombard needs a skill check.
So she's gonna roll Lombard's next skill check,
Fantastic.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Keep that in mind, I suppose. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta get to something so Lombard can do something. Okay.
I also feel that Beginnings is perhaps the best Allman Brothers album.
Hoping he doesn't try.
For us, I mean, beginnings would be perhaps the first key. I did not try to pick this one, because Dwarven runes are something I have not really messed with before. But, do any of you know about Dwarven runes?
Nope.
Ninja Meow sneezes.
Ninja Meow, you're up. I speak cat. He said he is familiar.
No, he said he's a familiar.
He says he's a familiar, not familiar with them, but
It was
a
a
familiar.
joke because I have not had much time to develop a sense of humor being tortured every day for years.
That's okay, Sylveon. It'll develop over
We
time.
can't all be winners, all right?
Exactly.
Not with that attitude.
That's right.
You just keep shooting until something hits. That's all you have to do.
Oh, goodness.
But okay.
Well, I guess that probably means that we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
show
some keys
the-
somewhere.
The
Oh yes.
Cat
show
cam.
everybody back at home. This is my life right now. Trying to dungeon master with a cat in the book.
R.I.P. the last 2/4 of that book. 2/4, 2/6, whatever. Fractions of that book.
Bottom half of the book.
There we go. That works.
An exactly cat-sized portion of the bottom part of the book.
Yeah.
Now she's laying on one of my arms, so I can't move that either. I have to play D&D from memory with only one hand, guys. Let's see how I do.
Book turning skill with disadvantage.
Yeah, good.
But all right, so I'm sure what this means is that the keys have got to be somewhere, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to get through the door later on without a little bit of a pick job. So maybe we take some time to see if we can find some keys, and then we come back if we find them. And in the meantime, we can use this key search as a way to figure out what's going on in the rest of this place. You said that there was another hallway, right?
Indeed. Well, I mean, I could take a crack at it. I am very good at the whole pick-locking thing.
Yeah,
You
you're
are
just
very
the
good
at
master of picking locks.
It is
You
very
and your
true.
crazy gloves of thievery.
So, I mean, I could just take a crack at it. I was concerned about the runes, but if one says beginning, I guess that would probably just mean first.
For
It stands
haste.
to reason.
I'll come with you again, but I'll stand a little bit away just in case I'm needed, but in case something happens.
I would say probably 20 feet would be the ideal distance from these
Figured
kinds
I'll
of
just
missions.
I'll just kind of be over here on the bridge.
I'm just gonna be on the ceiling.
Okay, well,
I'm not even
Here
sure where I
goes
am.
nothing.
I'm back here with Bag of Nails going, yeah, I suppose we could look at the forge.
All I care about is finding my son. So if he will be there, then I will look for it with you.
Okay, well, as stated, I'm going to start with beginning, because it just seems to make some kind of sense.
Okay.
The
27.
lost pops open.
God damn.
As though we had a key.
Did you have a key the whole time? Might as well unlock the bottom one then.
Oh, yeah, it worked?
Yeah, it popped
Yeah.
open.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, you know what? I got all concerned for nothing, it seems. Hopefully ending does not mean mine. Let us see. 35.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez. It
So
was
while
good.
you're picking this lock, you can very clearly see that there's a little tripwire on the inside, but you just kind of tie it in a knot and stick it in the corner and unlock the lock, and it pops open.
Jeez. It's like, oh, hey, there's a trap. Never mind. Move that out of the way.
Oh,
Casper's
amateur
just like,
traps.
what a primitive garbage trap.
I am insulted that they would even try to use a trap like that on me. Oh,
Okay. Serendipitously, unfortunately, I cannot read you the description of this room because Lucky Meow is sitting in it. So give me a second for me to look it up. I hope you're proud, Lucky Meow. She's purring and sitting there with her eyes closed. She's so proud right now of what she's done.
Haha! Foiled again!
Okay. It says literally, thousands of iron and adamantine ingots are neatly sorted, stacked, and crated. Each iron ingot was worth one gold and weighs 10 pounds. Each adamantine ingot is worth 10 gold and weighs 1 pound.
Huh.
jackpot.
Resting atop one crate is a gauntlet made of gold and sized for an adult dwarf. It is finely crafted and worth 2,500 gold. Although a
Jackpot!
dwarf might pay more than that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
I think this all belongs to the dwarves whom we are helping, so, well, I am all for killing everyone. I'm not the thief. I mean, come on.
The doctor recalls
Speak for yourself.
that this gauntlet is called Moradin's Gauntlet by the dwarves of Chult, and customarily worn by the overseers of Hrakhmar.
You know what? If they put it in here, they probably wouldn't notice it missing.
I feel like this is the place they would notice it missing.
I feel
They probably won't notice.
I feel
Well,
like
we
if
could
we
blame
took
them.
anything other than what we were told we could take, that they would know it was gone. So this becomes now a moral question. Do we want to just take this expensive gauntlet and all this adamantium?
As I say,
Or do we just want to take what we were promised?
I am all about the murder, but I'm not a thief.
Once
and
to
slaughter,
take a bunch of this
yes.
stock, I'd have to do a lot more paperwork when I end up doing the taxes next year. And
could probably
because I
take
know I'd be the source,
couple.
I don't know how that would work. Actually.
Perhaps-
That sounds like insider trading.
Perhaps a compromise. We do the duty of that we have agreed to for the dwarves, and they give us our 10. What was it? 10 adamantium bars,
Each.
20.
and then we slaughter them all and take everything. I mean, it seems a perfect compromise. I get
situation to me.
Zariel is happy with me, and everybody gets rich.
But
Unless
they were
you're
not hostile to us. They could possibly be allies in the future.
yes.
True.
And they are
I
close enough
suppose.
to Omu to where they could become a powerful ally in the future.
If we need allies to, help kill more things, I am on board. Yes.
The Omuans
I-
will definitely want
this
to
makes
have
sense.
strong neighbors.
Especially
makes
ones
sense.
that can produce
Oh, yeah.
adamantine.
yes.
So we could take our 10 bars each. That'll give us
We
50
can take it now?
adamantine ingots. I mean, we could. I don't think that they would object.
Right.
But would we
I
get...
mean, we could have
then
also
after?
just said, "Oh, somehow it seems these newts had got into your stores. By the time we got there, they were empty. Oh no!"
We could.
And we still have friends.
I vote against that. I feel it's
Because-
dishonest, and I don't like it.
They could also inquire pretty easily and be like, well, if you killed all of them, where the adamantine that they stole?
They dumped it right into the lava. It was such
They
an unfortunate
ate it.
sight.
They had no
So
pocket,
I-
so they ate it.
Okay, so I vote against.
I vote we take her 10 now.
Yeah, so vote
Yeah, I'm
against,
fine.
right?
I'm fine
Yeah,
with us taking what we're supposed to take, but I don't
mean-
think we should take any more.
Agree. That's fine with me.
Ah, but it's a cool glove, you know? I'm sure it would
We
go for a
don't
lot
need
of
it.
money.
We've got so much loot.
It's a glove
Sure.
named after their god.
And I have a
This
hammer
is
that prints money.
We have a hammer
You're
that
not
prints
even
money,
a dwarf.
but
This is probably like some holy artifact to them.
exactly, all the more precious. Gold no longer means that much to us because we literally print it. But how many of these gloves can we print? Zero. It's just an amazing thing to have one's hands on.
We could bring her along with us, and then when we get out of there, we're like, hey, we found this gauntlet.
We saved this before they
for
threw
you.
it into the lava.
We probably, unless we're gonna clear out this entire place, we should probably take the gauntlet with us so we can give it back to them when we leave.
That's what I was
Yes.
thinking. We bring the gauntlet
Perhaps
with
we could-
us
yeah, and
and
perhaps
return
use
it
it
to
to-
them by the time we get done with this whole area.
Or we could just
That-
leave it in here and lock the doors on our way out.
That is
Yeah, we
true.
could
I
do
mean,
that
It's
too.
like the fire newts weren't able to get in here.
I'm pretty good at opening locks, but to reset them from the outside, that's a little trickier for me. I mean, I
you
can
just
try.
rotate the locking mechanism the other way.
I suppose it's putting up.
Just retie
Yeah,
the
I mean-
tripwire to it.
Yeah, I suppose there is also that tripwire. I did tie it into a knot, but I can kind of undo that too. All right, very well.
Don't think it's above your
We-
skills. Just saying.
I know it's not, and thank you, Doctor, for recognizing. But yes, it just feels a shame to walk into such a place like this, something I've dreamed about, and then just say, "Oh, no, we will leave things behind."
Honestly,
everything behind
just
us.
goes-
compared to a bunch of
it
the
goes
treasures
against
that
my
we
very
pulled
nature.
out of the Tomb of the Nine Gods, this seems sort of paltry, doesn't it?
Those treasures that we got from the Tomb of Nine Gods have disappeared, and I am
Only some
left
of them.
wanting.
Only the ones that
Only-
belong to
yeah.
the Nine Gods themselves.
Yeah, only the ones that were for the gods. Everything else that you took, you still have.
That is true. I do have a lot of nice things and a ghost lantern and some very nice jewels that are apparently very expensive and legendary. So I suppose I am not wanting for nice things. Fine. I will let this gauntlet stay here and I will not take more than my allotment of adamantium. But Lombard, does this fit in your hammer perchance?
Well, the golden stein is not a golden stein of holding, but
Yeah, technically only that's where the Tao can sit, right?
yeah.
Keshmal
it's-
Wazir can sit there, but inanimate objects cannot.
So I mean, it's kind of just we're gonna have to just kind of carry our share for ourselves, I believe. Which
But
is
it's
gonna
okay,
be
we
a
don't have
bit-
to carry it as far as outside.
That's very true.
Sure. Alright, so what? We're going to take all the adamantium and just leave it outside and come back in and kill things, or?
Well, I mean, it's only 10 pounds right now, because the adamantium bars are only 1 pound each.
That is true. Alright.
We can
Very well.
deal with 10 pounds of weight, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well then, I will leave first so you know that I am not stealing. Lombard, would you like to come out and join me?
Sure.
And don't forget to bring the ingots.
I come out and I've just got like a just an armful of just a bunch of ingots, just 50 pounds of adamantine ingots, and I'm just walking out. Okay, everybody, come get your ingots. Cold beer here.
Thank you very much for my adamantium. I appreciate it. And
You're
I tuck
welcome.
them away in my suit.
Also take mine and put them in my bag.
All right.
Alright, Casimir, I'm not going to make you roll to lock these, because you already understand exactly how these locking mechanisms work, so working them in reverse is a much simpler process now.
Alright.
But, which one do you lock first?
Ending.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, having that like read out to you, so you know what they say, much easier.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I suppose we are done here then.
And Walmart will give the doctor his, and I guess Bag of Nails gets some too, right?
Oh, he was promised some, wasn't he?
Yeah. So we'll just
He's
say I
just gonna
carried.
keep his though.
Yeah, we'll
So
just
those
say
are
I
not
carry.
gonna go in the guild coffers, so to speak.
Right.
Unless we kill him, we could kill him and his son afterwards.
Sylveon, no!
Bag of Nails just blips at Sylveon.
It's no offense. I am simply driven to kill. It's a compulsion.
I'm
I'm not a bad guy. Don't look at me like
I am
that.
going to pretend I did not hear that.
I
I
thought we
thought
were
that
friends.
as well. Oh, we are. I just will probably kill you.
You gonna kill the rest of us too?
I have not decided, but if you give me grief about it, yes.
Hey, there's
Well,
a swimming pool over there. You gotta check it out.
I will commend him for his honesty, but I won't commend him for his for the gall. Actually, does he see this hammer?
I'll turn you into gold, young man.
Well,
You're gonna be like Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm not entirely sure that I want to be dying because she would not be happy with the paltry numbers of people I have killed for her.
Where'd Sylveon go?
I don't know. Where am I?
Yeah, his token
Yeah, he just
disappeared
dipped out
in
of
the
existence.
middle of that I'm gonna kill Bag of Nails thing. So I thought that maybe like you made his token
Oh,
disappear
right,
as a
yeah.
joke. There
Here
he
I am.
is.
I have returned from the strangely gray non-existence.
I thought Bag of Nails maybe just like fucking shot him in the head.
This is like nope.
Bad.
And I feel terrible for my words. Now that I have seen my oblivion.
While you're in Oblivion, Zariel's like, don't kill your allies. You can kill more people with them.
Yes, you are always correct, my lady.
All right.
So perhaps maybe we check out that other hallway then?
Certainement.
Okay, who's gonna go first?
Let me.
Well,
I would say Casimir go first, since he has
This
more
is one of
stealth.
those
I'll head into
things
the room.
that I
I'm
am
gonna
quite
sit
good at.
here where I'm in line of sight of the hallway, so I can
wait, where are you going?
buff it.
Where
Where are you going?
Stuff.
Aren't we going through this door right here?
We got a runner. We got a
This
runner.
one here.
Run away.
You're trying to
Casimir,
leave us.
sometimes I think you're on heavy drugs. I don't understand. Like, you gotta get off the PCP before we start going into dungeons, Casimir. I don't understand.
But you know what really helps with focus and things, you know? Just don't judge me. It is what it is.
Zariel
Okay.
has excellent angel dust.
Okay, which door do you open first?
Yeah, I'll open this
The
one
bottom
first.
door. Okay, 1 second.
Very carefully. I'm gonna do this stealthily.
Because she used to be an angel? Ugh, never
Not very stealthily, just a little stealthily. Oh! Hello!
As you open the door, you see a fire newt staring there back at you, and he goes, "Rah!"
And so I started slashing.
I'm sure we know what time it is, everybody.
Initiative.
Bonk on the head time.
Bunk on the head.
Puppet pal clams, bonk on the
Hey, there's a 20.
TV Puppet Pals. Why did it not roll? There we go. Bag of nails would have been in here.
Solid.
Okay, I gotta make sure that I don't delete this one.
Bag of Nails probably has higher dex than I do.
One
So
moment to verify.
Mine's 14.
Bag of Nails has a 16 dexterity.
Yeah, so he goes before me.
Then everything is as it should be. And starting off this combat, again appropriately, at the top of the round is going to be Casimir.
Who opens the door, sees a room full of newts, and Booming Blade's the one that's blocking the door. And, good old instinct. 31 to hit.
Goodness.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
They didn't see it coming.
Just
I mean, I don't... Is this surprise? If it's surprise, I get crit. Otherwise, it looks
It's
like
a
there's
crit
another one
anyway.
next
You
to
rolled
me.
a nat 20.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
get the
that's right.
sneak attack. I mean a sneak attack. Yeah, I don't get sneak attack because, you know, there's two of them next to each other.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But I will Booming Blade one of them.
Yeah, well, you're going to
Save,
get
so
crit
that-
on the Booming Blade, so let's just see how much damage that does.
Ooh, hello.
15 and
So that's 22 plus 13.
35.
So what happens is, Casimir opens this door. This fiery newt goes, "Wah!" Casimir stabs him in the face and paints the other 3 fire newts with his innards.
Oh my god.
And I guess... Don't scream at me! And I run.
Don't scream at me.
don't scream at me.
One of them is going to make an attack of opportunity. Missing terribly, getting his scimitar stuck in the door jamb.
And yeah, I guess I'll use my... Let's see. So I started there. I'll use my my what's it called? My action to hide. My bonus action to
Cunning
hide.
action. Okay, let's
Yeah,
let's get a stealth.
Not that sneaky. Bit sneaky.
15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to swing my battle axe at that one. $26 to hit.
That's a hit.
7 points of damage. Second attack. 17 to hit.
Hits.
And takes 13 points of damage.
This one is now missing an arm and starts to scream.
I'm sorry.
And then I'm just gonna move
Why did you...
there
this
for
must
just
First,
my
you cut off
movement.
his hand at the wrist, and it started to splurt at you. And then
Oof.
you cut it off like at the shoulder, and it splurted real hard at you.
And then move the rest of my movement to right there to be out of the way. And pass turn.
I think Bag of Nails is just gonna move to here, see that there's nobody visible, and then ready in action to take a shot at any fire newts that come into view, and then move back up onto this table here. Lombat.
Right. I'm gonna need them to make all 3 of these gentlemen to make a Constitution saving throw. As I
I don't actually know how Ave Maria goes. I'm gonna go ahead and level with you guys, so that's just what I think it does. But Word of Radiance,
Well, your
One of
microphone.
them passes.
and it's a cantrip, so if they pass, it's no damage.
One is able to avert its eyes, the other two get burned a little.
Okay. And that is gonna do it for me.
These ones are going to score up on Lombard. Ooh, that's a crit. Jesus Christ.
2 crits. Here we go.
Oh gosh.
That's 2 misses. And then the Warlock of Imix misses 3 times. But this one is able to sneak a couple of shots into your ribcage. It's 24 slashing damage in between the 2 strikes.
Okay.
Which comes to 6 after your temporary hit points, right?
It comes to. How much did you say it was? It comes to 9 after my temp because I had 15 left. Because I got singed earlier. Okay. I'm okay.
Ah,
I guess that might trigger Bag of Nails' prepared action. But
Yeah, on this one.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
Same thing happens. This one gets smacked by the arrow and it spits up some of the poison, but it still dies gurgling.
oh, poor guy.
This one's going to move to this location. Okay, so 3 Fire Newt Warriors and 1 Warlock of Imix are all going to unleash a bevy of attacks on Kladik. Sure, no, actually, yeah, too late, I already said it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 is a crit, that one hits. 4, 10
Yeah.
slashing.
23 is the only one that's gonna hit. And take the full 10.
Jesus.
Oof.
Yeah, all 3 of those hit.
So that's 14 fire damage.
Oh.
Sylvian.
All right. I move up to here. And I target the one in the hallway. And I do the old Eldritch Blast. Probably misses, right?
That's a miss.
So I do it again. Oh, God. Yep.
That
And I'm
also
like,
misses.
Come on!
Probably because you're
Shake-
trying to shoot through 2 targets.
Exactly. And I'm like, I have this. This one is for real this time. Ah,
But it hits.
there. See, I can hit the thing with the 14 damage. The last one was a good solid thump.
You smack it square in the face. A bunch of that oozy, glowing blood splatters on the walls. It's still standing.
Damn it. I end my turn. I will claim you for my lady. Or one of your friends.
Oh, takes no damage. You hear the one about the Fire Newt Godfather? He made him an offer they couldn't understand.
So now we are
I
raging.
hate that I actually found that one funny.
All right, and that brings it back to the top of the round, and Casimir.
Pop it back into existence. I'm gonna move over. Good old stabby stab with the booming blade. 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so about okay, so 23. 23 plus.
The one in the middle of the hallway?
Yeah, the one straight on.
Okay,
Plus
well,
an extra
you
13.
stab it, and it dies, and the thunder damage just splatters that glowing stuff all over Kladik. So now he's like 3 times covered by it. Some is like, there's 3 different color tones. One is dried already. One is kind of half glowing, so it's just kind of a steady orange. And one is kind of doing that pulsating thing because it's still fresh.
Oh.
And it looks so pretty in red.
That hallway is like Batman Forever, right? Anyone see that movie?
If you're going to move away, those 2 are going to get attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
And they both miss because they're having difficulty swinging through the doorway to try and hit you.
Alright, yeah, that's all for me.
That brings it to Kladik.
I'm going to move into the middle of these 2. And I'm going to swing at that one with my battle axe. 30 to hit. And that's not even crit. But I'm surprised.
Let's see some damage.
8 points of damage. Second attack. 28. And takes 11 points of damage.
You chop this thing's hand off at the wrist and then again at the shoulder, and you get double doused again. You're just covered in this stuff.
Why me? And that'll be my turn.
I think what Bag of Nails is going to do, he's going to move here, see that there are fire newts, and then open the door behind him. That's going to draw 2 attacks of opportunity. That's a hit.
They get attack of opportunity?
Yes, they do. The other one, the Fire Newt Warlock of Imix, also gets one. Ooh, that's a crit. That's 13. He has 7 temporary hit points remaining. So 5 is going to spill over to actual damage. And then he's going to take a shot at this one here. And he misses. And that brings it to Lombard.
Okay, Lombard is no longer able to do what he was going to do. Actually, well, so there's like stuff here, but like, is it something that Lombard could move onto?
Sure, there's like a table with some boxes and stuff.
Yeah. Cool. So in that case, he's gonna move. He's gonna move here.
That Fire Newt Warrior already used his reaction, so he cannot take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. And Lombard. Okay. First thing, D&D Beyond. I have more than just 3rd level spells, but I seem to only be able to cast every spell that I have at 3rd level for some reason, other than my cantrips. Is that a D&D Beyond issue? Or is that like because of my Pact Boon?
You shouldn't have access to spells that are above 3rd level, I think, at your level.
I don't.
At your level 5.
But even my 1st and 2nd level spells...
You can only cast them at 3rd level because you're a warlock.
Okay, so that's why. Okay. I just didn't know that.
You only have one level of spell slots as a warlock.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right, well, we're gonna do Arms of Hadar.
It's not a skills
this
check
room.
either.
Which is gonna be these 3 guys. So I need a strength save from
That's
the
an
3
attack.
guys in this room.
Actually, I think it's supposed to also go through the wall.
Ah, well, in that case,
So it's all 4 of them.
this guy is also gonna take it, and
Strength save, right?
yeah. Technically, I think
On
Clonic
a
falls
failed
into
save, target can't
Also
take
fall into that?
reactions. On a successful save, the creature takes half damage and suffers no other effect. Okay.
Good. 10 feet. How far am I from?
Whoops. One of them is supposed to be
Yeah, because I'm exactly 10 feet away from
yeah,
you.
it's all creatures, so Clonic, you'll also have to take a strength save.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so it looks like one of the Fire Newt warriors, and
'Cause I got a 21 strength save.
Yeah, so you're good.
so you're only
You'll
going to take
take
5 necrotic and not get, what is it, restrained?
You
Can't
just
take
can't take
reactions.
reactions until it's next turn.
I take 5 necrotic damage
Yes.
and can't do nothing until next turn.
Well, you're fine because you passed.
You can't take reactions if you fail.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
This one dies.
Perfect. And that's gonna do it for me.
Okay. These 2 Fire Newts are going to puke fire onto Lombard.
Okay.
So I need you to make 2 dexterity saves.
Right. Luckily, I have advantage on those. Okay. Do we want to let Ashley do one of those rolls?
That's strictly speaking, that's a saving throw and not a
Not a skill.
check, but
True.
I'm
But I
all
just
for
don't
it
see
if
my.
you wanna.
I'll say I don't necessarily
Let's
see a
leave it
skill
up to
check
her.
happening.
Ashley, do you want to make the saving throw? Are you even watching?
Let's see what.
I believe she is.
She also has 2 death savings.
2 death saves?
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
gosh.
She's redeemed quite a few at this point. We just haven't.
And she
gotten
says yes.
We just haven't. Yeah, we hadn't gotten to that since.
Okay, do you want to make this saving throw, or do you want to wait and make an actual skill check?
He wants
Okay.
to do it.
Roll us a d20, if you please.
Stop lying.
There's just exclamation point d20.
Oh, is that working in the chat?
Oh, you can do that in Twitch? That's cool.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, like
perfect.
that.
Is it still a 1?
It sounds to me like you're on the side of these newts. I don't know, man. Don't know if I like it. Okay, so so I failed one of those,
So roll the other one.
and then I have advantage on my other one though.
Show us on the doll where the newt.
Luckily
Lombard.
17.
Okay, so you
The
take
doll
5
doesn't
from one and
exist
3
anymore.
from the other for a total of 8 fire damage.
Alrighty.
And this warlock is going to unleash a bevy of Morningstar attacks. The
Last one
22
hits.
hits
It sure does.
for a grand total of 2 bludgeoning damage. So total you take 10 damage.
Ow!
Okay, sturt. At which point, this other Fire Newt warrior is going to spit fire on Klenik. I need a dexterity save.
You got it. 10. Oh, but it's on an advantage because I'm not blinded or deafened or incapacitated. So it is a 13.
So you take 4 fire damage. And this Fire Newt Warlock is going to take 3 swings at the back of Claddock's head.
Hit. Miss.
So that's a crit and a hit. That's 13 plus 9 is 22 bludgeoning damage. So first, this thing jumps up in the air and like 2 hand swings and bonks Claddock on top of the head. And then tries to do it again, but Claddock turns around and it kind of glances off of one of his horns, but still smacks him in the face.
Gosh, that hurts. I am looking beat up.
And that brings it to Sylvian.
All right. Well, I look down the hallway very carefully and see if I can see anything. I don't know if I can go, like, if I can get an angle through 2 doors on this guy. I doubt it, right?
I think if you stand there and you hold the door open, you can probably get a shot.
All right. Then that's what I'll do. I will stand there and I'll start blasting.
That's a hit.
Three hits.
Well, the first one is going to kill the first one. It only had 2 hit points, so let's see damage anyway. Yeah, that one's dead. From there,
All right.
you can still, you can hit that one.
Okay. That's generous. He'll take 21.
15 and a 9 bow. Splat. You definitely paint Lombard a little bit.
Oh, God! Sylvian, please!
Feel my pain!
And
It's so
then
squishy.
I go sorry, and I move back behind the door a bit. And then I'm done. That was a productive turn for me. Much killing! Ha ha!
Okay, then at that point, the doctor is going to cast Aura of Vitality. He's going to have to move up to here, I think. In order to cast down the hallway, and he's going to heal Claddock for 10.
Thank you, Doctor.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Sitting at exactly a perfect number.
Nice.
And then he's going to move to here and see this fire newt. And because Aura of Vitality is a bonus action to cast... Oh no, Aura of Vitality costs an action. It's a bonus action to activate. Then he's just going to move back here. And that brings it back to the top of the round, and Casimir.
Casimir once again makes an appearance. And this time I'm gonna stab at this one down here. With a booming blade. With 26.
Oof.
Oh, oh, beautiful. And let's see how well that splatter effect goes. An 8. That's something.
That's enough that you definitely paint the walls of that room. Claddock only gets like a couple of drops.
This is not a lot.
Claddock, go stand 5 feet behind you. I want to try paint you again.
How about no?
Alright, well I'm going to just stay here and hide behind this wall.
Sounds good. Because now I'm going to
Yeah.
swing at this big guy. Or small guy.
Compared to you, probably small.
31
Oh,
crit! Hello,
crit?
baby! That is a crit.
let's see some damage.
And so I just hit on the dice. I did not roll my
No, you're
crit.
supposed to click the Battle Axe
Click
plus
the-
1 button
yeah.
underneath 31.
Click the pink. Always click
Oh.
the pink.
My bad. There we go.
There you go.
So, be 13 on that instead of, wait a minute, would it be a 13
No,
or would
that's
it be...
not right. Hold on, I'm adding it.
So
It's
why
25. It's 12 plus 8 plus 5. 12 is
Okay.
the critical damage. You go
Yeah,
roll a
yeah.
6 on the d8. You got a plus 6 because you have a 20 strength with a plus 1 battle axe, so that's 12 damage base. You rolled an 8 on the second die, the crit die, and the brutal critical die. Dice, excuse me. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Those are 2d10s. I need you to roll me 2d8s, please. It'll be 20
Why
plus the
is-
result of the 2d8.
Why is it not? Okay, well, let's do this.
Because
2d8.
it thinks you're doing two-handed. Okay, so you got an extra point out of that, so that's 26. Oh, this thing has 1 hit point left.
Well, it's gonna die to a second
Definitely,
attack.
like, chop most of the way through its neck so it looks like a Pez dispenser.
Oh, yeah. So that's only one attack, so yeah. Second attack.
Does a Pez come out?
20. And
the uvula
one
comes out now.
hand.
It's cinnamon flavored.
11.
Cinnamon flavored uvula. Uvula
Cinnamon
blood goes
flavored.
all over you.
Like Fireball.
And then for
Drink.
movement, 5, 10, 15. I'll stand right in front of this guy. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright, Bag of Nails is going to try and bring this combat to a close. And I believe he's going to do so successfully. And as this thing dies, it's clutching now its throat as Bag of Nails pierces its throat with an arrow, and it lurches forward and grabs onto Claddock's arms and pukes a bunch of its blood all over him as it explodes, and the light leaves its eyes.
They are very squishy. They're very squishy and poppable.
Just like Boba.
Okay.
Well, at least we got our morning exercise.
Hello? Is there anybody else? We've killed most of your friends.
I feel if anyone
okay,
works
who's still
out,
injured?
Me?
I'm missing.
I'm sitting exactly at 69.
I'm missing 19 hit points.
Ooh.
So
I've
I'm
got
okay.
50 hit. Well, I've got 50 healing to give.
So
first-
I'm missing a grand total of...
You're missing 53 hit points.
Yeah, you're missing 53.
Yeah.
To be honest, go ahead and take all of them because you at full health is still less than where I'm at, and I'm
So just take
okay.
all 50?
Yeah, so just take all of it. Honestly,
Okay.
I'm okay.
I
with
think you
where I'm
should
at
take
right now.
45, and Lombard, you should take 5.
All right, fair enough. You're
Works
the
for
one who
me.
casted, so I will
Because that puts me at
not argue.
almost max.
Yeah.
At which point, to finish this off here, Lombard, you can heal for 11,
Oh, thank you.
and Claddock, you can heal for 8.
Sounds like a plan. Because that puts me exactly at max.
Yeah. And now, it takes a little. It takes, just a little over a minute for the doctor to expend all of his healing.
Okay.
Perhaps we should take a look around while we're here.
So see what's in these
definitely
crates.
look like storage. This looks like they're stores.
Are any of these like crates like sealed, or are they all just kind of
No,
like...
they look like they used to be sealed, and it looks like the fire newts have rooted through all of it. There's
Gotcha.
definitely It looks like everything from food to leather aprons to protective goggles and parchment and ink were here, but they've all kind of been ruined and made into fire newt nests so they can lay down and sleep there. The smell here is really gross. It's like burning hair mixed with burning rubber.
Ugh.
But that's what a fire newt lair smells like.
So nothing is salvageable. Great.
It's unpleasant.
Okay.
So over here, do either this or this, does it look like entryways, or not so much?
Wait, what?
So, like, over here, like on the right of Casimir, do these
Sorry, I
look
was
like...
panned over to the wrong point. And you can I think you can shift click to move the
Shift click?
perspective.
Ah, well, like, of everyone.
I think so.
Did that work?
Might be
No.
a DM only thing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
so.
only a DM.
But in any case,
So-
now that you're standing sort of over there and looking at it, you can see a little further down these tunnels.
Okay, so there are further tunnels that way. Do they resemble the ones that just look like they were mined?
They do sort of look like they were hewn.
Hmm.
There's some,
Okay.
support timbers and stuff like that.
I might try some acrobatics and try climb my way along this, or walk atop it if it's very, very sturdy looking.
Okay, hold on.
I can try to throw you over
A
there.
cavern of molten magma bubbles and flames before you. The cavern walls are lined with metal gantries and cranes that support immense crucibles of scorched clay. Huge chains stretch across the cavern, apparently to shuttle multi-ton buckets of ore across the lava. The heat takes your breath away. Brings water to your eyes and bakes your skin. From where you stand, the only obvious way across is via a narrow stone trestle built for rail carts in some areas, and the cable that suspends the crucibles themselves in others.
Well, I mean, for the rest of you, I suppose that that other way would probably be preferable. The one that moves the carts.
Yeah, well, that doesn't go to the other side of this part of the rift.
It does not seem to, no. Doctor, are you able to ferry people across with your mount?
I suppose I could.
I mean, I don't know if it would be wise for everyone to try jump across this boiling pit of lava.
Well, it's 10 feet, so if
I
anybody...
was about to say, I could
15
probably
strength or-
throw.
if
I
you-
have a 20 strength. I can throw people.
No, you most certainly can't, and if you tried, somebody might die. But if you have a 15 strength or greater, you can jump across without having to make a check.
I do
I have a
not.
20 strength, so I can jump.
I'll try and walk across this here.
My
Okay,
gifts are
Are
not.
you going to try to
like
swing
related.
hand over hand, which will require athletics, or are you going to try to get up on top and walk across, which requires acrobatics?
On top and walk across.
Okay. Roll me in acrobatics. You
19.
fall.
Oh shit.
How far does he fall to? Can I reach out and grab him?
It's 10 feet below the gantries.
Oof. Now
Can I
probably
use
won't be able to-
spider climb to quickly take a grab at it?
I'm gonna say no.
So he falls in love about right there.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Okay,
What?
can I just try to attach myself to the wall as I'm falling?
I can't just
Say
hold out
no.
a javelin.
Because it's only 10 feet to fall. That takes like less than a second. So it's going to take longer than that for you to activate any
Wanna-
kind of spider climb ability. So you're going to take
Okay.
47 fire damage as you fall into the lava.
Okay, so 24. Alright, 24 damage. That's not nice.
Yeah. But I mean, really, you're only going to take 6 or whatever, right?
Because of the temporary hit
Yeah,
points.
because the temporary hit points.
Alright, yeah.
Should
So
have
6
18
damage.
of those.
Not the worst, but still not a great experience falling into lava.
No,
I can't just
it
hold
hurts.
javelins.
You definitely
Just
burn
pull.
the shit out of the soles of your boots. Like, the bottom of your boots are like just your feet now.
Oof.
That is quite sad. Okay.
Lombard, you can probably jump across. The doctor has already ferried Bag of Nails over, and he's going to bring Sylvian over next.
Ah, your fur is so soft. I have not had the opportunity to pet you, but you are quite the good kitty. Mon petit chat.
I think, knowing Ninja Meows, he'd probably just fart.
Probably.
Just see what he's doing right now. He's sleeping like upside down, rolled up into a ball with his mouth open. He's so weird.
Right, you're saying I should just be able to jump over without any
Yeah,
problem?
without making
Okay.
a check. If you have a 15
gonna-
strength or greater.
You giving him the good
do.
catnip? Is that what he's doing?
I'm gonna jump over with a bag of nails.
Okay. So far, Casimir has fallen into lava. He's dropped an entire necklace of fireballs. And I'm sure he's done a bunch of other stuff, and basically he just escapes unscathed because he's Casimir.
Yep. Very, very lucky. I mean, unbelievably, how do you just sit in fireballs? But yeah.
How do you just fall into lava and just only burn the bottom of your boots?
I guess get new pair of boots.
I suppose that's true, yeah.
That's funny. Alright. Casimir, do you want to get ferried over? Or do you want to try hand over hand? Or do you want to try to walk across it again?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna try walk across again. Like, there's not a doubt, yeah.
Wait,
Alright,
wait,
so round 2.
wait.
Oh.
I sang a song about Casimir falling into lava and exploding an entire necklace of fireballs and all this shit about him being Casimir the Invincible.
At least certainly the unburnable for now.
Casimir the Unburnable. I like that.
Well, thank you. That is such a kind thing for you to do.
Casimir the Fireproof.
Gosh!
And then right back in he goes.
Please use the bardic inspiration.
Alright. I mean, let's see if that helps. So D8?
D10.
D10.
D10. Alright, do the gods smile upon Casimir?
Thank fuck.
Yes, they do.
So I guess I wobble a little bit and then, like, regain my my balance. Whoa!
Yeah, you right yourself when you start to remember not being hurt at all by the necklace of fireballs. You're like, I'm not gonna fall into this shit. I'm fucking Casimir the Fireproof.
Already done it once. There's no need for me to test this twice.
There's no point in me doing it again.
I am not too worse for wear, honestly. Feeling okay.
Yeah, just your boots.
My boots have definitely seen better days.
You're a little on fire on the back. Let me get that for you. I pat out an ember.
Thank you. I
And
did
you
not even
realize
notice
it was
that.
just some of that fire newt goo, and now you get it all over your hands.
Ah, Tissue again? Oh, he's over there. Never mind, and I shake it off.
Yeah. Oh,
You can just wipe it back on there. You know, I didn't really miss it, but it's fine either way. So, Doctor, will you come join us?
Yeah, as soon as there's room.
Aha.
I'm gonna move here. Yeah, I'm gonna move right there so you got room.
Let us see if these tunnels join together.
I will follow.
I will also follow, because I don't want to be left behind. Hallelujah.
1 second, 1 second.
Yep, looks like we just surprised someone. Maybe not.
No, probably not, because you weren't trying to be stealthy.
Aha!
The reek of sulfur and burning flesh assaults your nostrils as the tunnel opens into a small chamber. At the north end of the room is a 5-foot-tall statue made of iron, copper, gold, and silver, crudely hammered together into a form that something vaguely humanoid, but also suggests something sort of fiery. 4 fire newts worship before it.
So I guess they heard us approach, but they're too busy worshipping?
They are.
Oh, okay, I was
However,
gonna...
as you close to that position there,
Oh no.
their worship seems to have borne fruit. And
Oh!
from this statue erupts a fire elemental.
Not
And
again.
that's where we're going to leave it this week, everybody. Because this combat is probably going to take more than the 10 minutes we have left for the evening.
Fair, but just
Gotta leave it at a cliffhanger.
Oh, you got to leave it at a cliffhanger.
No, that's a good spot. I'll be back. I want to see what happens.
You hear that, everybody? Sylveon will be back next week. In any case, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this evening and watching. We hope you've enjoyed our crazy shenanigans, people falling into lava and people rolling our saving throws for us and failing on purpose as if it were so prophesied. And the wholesale slaughter and genocide of fire newts.
Which I approve of.
Of course, the Sorlock of Zariel approves. In any case, we'll be back next week for the exciting conclusion of this battle, and to find out what's happened exactly to Bag of Nails' son. Be sure to follow us on social media. We got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. What are we on? Twitter?
Twitter.
whether
And
Reddit?
if you check out our YouTube channel, you can see the past episodes of games like this one.
And how we got
Also,
this point.
If you look in our, if you look in Twitch chat, you can get an invite to our Discord server and come and hang out and play some games with us. Remember, if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you can subscribe to our channel for free. We'll see you next Monday for our next episode of Descent into Avernus. Crit Cats, out!